recording. We know how well it went the very first time.
I'm not going to, purely because my audio is absolutely terrible whenever I've done a test.
Sad face.
I get massive overbearing hiss.
Oh, man.
So hiss
all on me and you again.
You're a massive overbearing hiss.
Oh,
Whenever
got
Matt
him.
starts talking.
Oh, look, see, he's got a problem with me now. See? Just because I said your mic was diddly, and I was like, oh, it's all Matt's fault.
Naturally.
Okay,
This is a really good podcast so far.
Are we all ready?
I'm
I've got a
fine.
face full of food, give me 30 seconds.
Oh,
One potato,
you
two
people are
potato,
terrible.
Food goes in your mouth.
It is in my mouth, but I don't want to sound like I'm chewing on camera. On video, audio. You know what I mean? Fuck off.
We did, but we like to hear you squirm.
But not in my mouth.
It's me?
You want to squirm in Nick's mouth, don't lie.
X-rated outtakes.
Just like the time before.
Hi there, I'm Fatboy. I'll be providing racism.
Oh, no! No.
Please do not make me edit more than I have to.
For starters, we will have a plate of racism with a dinted sauce.
Oh, God. Are we all ready?
But we love to choose.
Just not the niggers.
Oh,
Knew
God.
that was coming. Knew it was coming. Nux,
Oh,
you're editing
it's
this
bad
one.
if we laugh at it. It's worse
Alright.
because we laugh at it.
Nux, you're going to be editing this one if there's
I
lots
was
to
about
do.
say
Your
that
channel
nobody put it
started
on camera,
recording.
so...
Except there's no camera.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh.
Don't
I'm doing
swear
really well with this today.
No, you can swear on the podcast, you just can't be a racist bigot on the podcast.
Yeah, being a bigot.
Well,
Not yet.
any form of racism not allowed. Let's just say that.
Oh.
I
Because
think
that's
we
a
should
crime.
sneeze for grand rules. Racism, no. General sort of stuff like that, no.
Oh.
Anything that offends people beyond, like...
This game is shit. That's quite offensive to most people.
Well, but it's acceptable because the podcast's about gaming.
Is it? I thought it was about racism and offensiveness.
I could do a big podcast on that.
1700 slave trade. No, we're not here for any of that.
You've just started it
Are we
now.
ready?
Are we ready?
Yes.
Gladiators, you go on my second whistle. Contender, ready!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ultimate super mega return of the Chaos Nova podcast E3 Battle Edition EX plus Alpha. And today,
Electric Boogaloo.
remix.
You've practiced that, haven't you?
We're here with Matt the Geek. Hello, bro.
Hello, interwebs.
We're here with the Fatboy.
Yeah.
And we're here with Peacemaker.
Hey guys.
And of course myself, Nux31.
But no
How
one
you
cares about
doing?
him,
It's the
don't worry.
return of the podcast. How is everyone?
That's
You
good,
want
eh?
us or us?
I'm asking all of you. I'm asking you guys. How does
He's
it
not
feel
going
to be
to
back
be
on the
asking the
podcast?
audience, is he? They can't reply.
They can, that's what the
We'll have a
comment
bunch of
button's for.
Dora the Explorer-like people going, I'm good at the laptop.
500 videos in, and I've only just realised the audience can't reply.
No, we're
Oh,
doing this
damn, is that
podcast
where I'm
specifically
going
for the
wrong?
old people, and they like to think they're talking back to someone.
This,
I thought all the conversations...
hey
about
there,
videos were all one-sided.
remember the 40s?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Excellent start. We're off to our usual pace.
We are professional.
Before we begin proper, I want to say a big thank you to all the people who asked us to bring this back, because without you, this madness would not resume.
You
And,
bastards.
You terrible people, how could you do this to us?
You're not the one that has to spend a whole day editing it. I hate you all.
The record is still like 7 hours it spent Matt to record to edit a whole podcast. But enough of that. We're here to do personal introductions and channel bios, as it says on this little list that we wrote out specifically for the task. So
I have not read this list. I am woefully unprepared.
you
Go
are
to the
woefully
forum.
unprepared.
Oh well.
He hasn't got his
On Mac with
password.
winging it.
Yeah. Okay, so personal introductions and channel bios for those who didn't catch the last 3 podcasts that were like a year ago now.
Last 4
This is
podcasts.
basically Say again.
4? We done 4?
Did we do 4?
My fucking thing says.
There are only 3 uploaded to Chaos Nova, so this could come with some bonus footage.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think one was uploaded to MTG's.
Oh, okay.
Yep, there's
And
more
that would be a very
podcasts.
good place to start MTG's personal introduction and channel bio. Take it away.
Hi, I'm the guy who edits this, so thanks a lot. Buggers. Yes, I am Matt the Geek, the one and only crazy camel approved YouTuber. MTG in his house. MTG is MVP. I play lots of random shit. I don't upload very often because I'm a lazy bum who doesn't have a schedule. But other than that, I like to be crazy and troll people. As you can see by my latest episodes. Trolling in Dead Island. There you go.
Aha!
Excellent.
I feel like I know you now.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I knew about his antics trolling people in the last Hardcore Chaos.
What do
He
you
should have teamed up with you.
He had
That's all I'm
one
going to say on the
heart
matter.
left. He had 1 heart.
No, I had half a
And
heart.
poured lava on my head.
Oh. So, Peacemaker, your channel?
Yes, my channel is mainly Minecraft. I do a lot of Chaos Nova. I also have been doing a CTM map recently, but we'll go into that later. But I also do a bit of retro gaming, like Final Fantasy, and I may even be releasing some SNES playthroughs at some point.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this, haven't we?
Yeah.
And you've been streaming Final Fantasy 8
Yeah.
a lot recently, haven't you?
Yeah, I want to get through it. MTG's not happy about that either. He was watching
Ah.
the series. And now he has a job. He had a job before, but he could watch it when he liked.
I'm
But
upset.
Fatboy!
Oh yeah, well I have the best channel of all. I think you'll find because my channel has nothing on it.
Very rich and
Just-
varied.
Just 3 adverts saying that there's going to be things on it. Because I'm using Peacemaker's laptop and it doesn't last for more than 6 seconds without blowing up.
It's not my laptop anymore. You bought it. It's your problem.
Yes. I'm going to have to pull apart a fridge and start conducting my work from in there.
Indiana Jones style.
But one day I'll be better than PewDiePie, except I won't be a massive homo.
Shots fired!
Well, we're getting bad.
Yeah, we're gonna get flamed by everyone on the internet. And then, obviously,
It's alright, you can just beep it out and let them guess what I said.
that would drive them nuts, I reckon.
PewDiePie, you're a massive beep.
Stop it! At least he's
And
censoring
obviously-
himself, I guess.
I'm NuxV1. I do a lot of sort of, I guess, RPGs, first-person shooters, that sort of thing. And, yeah, that's you can find us all. Details to find all our channels are in the description below, if we've been not lazy this time, like usual. I think we didn't put any links in on the last video either, which was quite bad of us.
I think, to be fair, I edited it. You can do the links. That's how it should
No, that
work.
is totally fair. I completely agree with that. That is...
Oh, yeah.
Can,
Oh yeah, I did adverts as well. Da-da.
Oh yeah! Oh, the Fat Boy did the Quakeathon. He got us the location for the Quakeathon adverts and things like that. So that's his claim to fame in the
scripts.
YouTube Chaos Nova realm.
I got the location for the adverts and the adverts.
And the adverts, pretty much, yes. So MTG, what you been playing this week?
Well, I've been playing lots of Left 4 Dead, because I'm still in love with that game. And recording-wise, I've been doing some Dead Island, trolling mainly my friends, and doing lots of Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls. It's probably one of my favourite games of the modern era. In fact, it is my favourite game.
Doing a lot of Dark Souls and it's been trolling you back.
No, only the final boss, which has taken me about 6 hours, and I still can't kill him. So...
We've got a clip coming up later in the show of MTG's Dark Souls playthrough, and it is hilarious.
That's
Very funny.
Something to look forward to.
It is something to look forward to.
Mushroom.
Peacemaker, tell
Yes,
us about
mate.
waking up in Final Fantasy and the CTM map. Oh, maybe you could tell us about the CTM, the
Waking
upcoming
Up is the
project
CTM
discussion.
map.
Oh, well, yeah, and the other thing on the upcoming
So,
project
Waking Up
discussion section.
is a super hostile map, CTM map, Create the Monument map by Vex. And the best way to describe it is it's hell in Minecraft. I don't think there's 5 minutes that go by that one of us doesn't die. I'm not lying. Although I did, hands up in the air, I am so proud of this. The last episode, I didn't die.
Yay!
A whole 15 minutes of gameplay and I didn't die.
Oh.
Sounds like a delightful place.
It was the worst episode ever because he didn't.
Gonna get dislikes and everything now.
Yeah.
The YouTube will speak.
Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like me not dying.
So come on.
Dying, which is
What's
convenient because he does it a lot more.
What's the deal with Final Fantasy? So you've stopped recording it on your channel and you're now just doing it a live stream sort of thing. Okay.
I was doing it as a series, a low level playthrough where I don't level up at all and I just try and get through the entire game. But I just lost Steam. Didn't lose Steam the program. I lost to do it, and
I get ya.
now I've decided to just stream it whenever I get time. Just stream it for 3-4 hours and get through the game.
And you do
Finish
stream
it
quite
off.
often as well, don't you? So we'll have to put a
Yeah.
Twitch or Ustream account down below
Yeah,
the
definitely.
old comment section or description.
Yes.
We own the description section. We have no power over the comments. But yeah. I've been playing Mass Effect, guys. What do you think about that?
I did watch you stream that the other day when you were trying to get your new world stuff. Was it?
Yeah. So when you play Mass Effect for the first time, you can complete it and then get New Game Plus, and some of your stats and everything sort of carry over from the last game. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to go through all the Mass Effects, but before I record them, I'm going to play through them once to get New Game Plus, so the viewers sort of get the full experience, if that makes sense. So the pre-run through, I don't do anything. I just do the missions and get as high a level as I possibly can. And then the second run through, it's New Game Plus, and I go through with sort of like the Spectre gear and stuff like that, and just make it a more enjoyable playthrough, make it a little easier to get through, so people who haven't played Mass Effect before, all 5 of them, can enjoy the story and that sort of thing. And of course, I've been playing a bit more Chaoscraft this week as well. I come and checked out. God, my English is appalling. I came and checked out your space station, which was amazing. Yeah, it was awesome. And Rue has also joined us on the server. Captain Tahu. Salute, ladies and gentlemen, the good Captain Tahu. He has come aboard the Chaoscraft ship and is now building the Rejected Timber, so we've been doing videos on that as well. And Fatboy, since you don't really have many videos on your channel, but you do have some, including a very steppy test and others, you should maybe discuss those or games you'd like to play in the future.
I'll have a think about it. I think I'm going to keep going on my cans of learning juice.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's not forget to mention that he has been featured in some of our videos before, playing Worms with us.
Yeah, and there is an upcoming series, hopefully, where we're going to be playing old games on the Xbox, like Jet Set Radio Future and silly games like that, so...
Come on, watch as we get to the pyramid level and start crying.
Yeah. But the soundtrack in the game is amazing, and no doubt we're going to get copywritten to
fade
hell.
back in 17 hours later, and it's just 2 people sobbing down a mic, going round in a circle. I can't find the last one.
We might face cam that bit, just so people can see the distraught devastation in our eyes.
Just cuts to 17 hours later, just us 2 punching each other.
You said you knew where it was. No, you said you knew where it was.
If I fall off this fucking skyscraper one more time, I'm going to eat children!
I accidentally nudge into you and you fall off and you just punch me out.
I just turned to dust. You nudged me. I'm so angry I turned to dust.
Turn into dust. The dust floats up against the wall and just melds the word "fuck you" into it.
Just so much anger. I become anger incarnate. And apparently anger incarnate is dust, so make sure not to get any of that in your eyes.
Anger eyes!
The desert is a very angry place.
The desert is such an angry place.
Also,
so
old
angry it
houses.
creates mirages of hope, and then crushes your dreams once more.
Your face
Anyway.
creates a mirage of hope.
Let's not go down this path. Upcoming project discussion. But we're getting through this quite quickly. I feel the need to go off the rails a bit more.
Oh, we will get off the rails when we come to the game announcement.
Usually it's you derailing the whole project, Nose.
Mm-hmm. I think I've already derailed it. I think I just derailed it just then. Anyway, upcoming projects. What have people got on the offer? We're not going to do the usual, one by one, I'm working on this, or I'm thinking of working on this. We're just going to throw all our ideas out there and sort of just talk
Everybody
about
talk
whatever.
at once. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
I went to Weatherspoons and they served me pigeon. Only one of us spoke.
Well, I knew you'd say something classic just like that.
Yeah, mate.
I wanted to make sure the audio had that.
Peacemaker's working on a map in Minecraft, and it's going to be amazing.
On a PvP map built out of the old server, Season 1 Chaoscraft server, so look forward to that. Myself and Puds, big shout out to him, he's been massive help with all the command blocks and everything like that. He's learnt so much just for this project.
Oh!
Look forward to that.
Oh,
It'll be so much
Peace!
fun. What?
Peacemaker! You should say to all the lovely people listening now, you should say, hey, we're going to need beta testers.
That is a good point. We are going to need testers for the map, just to help me go through it before we actually record, like the Chaoscrafters record it. So if you would like to beta test my PvP map when it is up and going, then please leave comments in the description, and I will be forwarded all the information by the glorious V1 as soon as you do. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, no, 100%. If you've got alpha access, as it were, or beta access, if you listen to the podcast, it's automatic. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yep.
Only the most dedicated listen to 2.5 hours of us talking shite, so there you go.
You poor bastards.
Yeah. Matt.
We're not going for this one by one thing. You said that yourself. Now you've caused chaos.
Crayons
Nova.
Crayons Nova. I love it. Right. Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to be doing is finishing off Dark Souls, and then I'm going to not really do Let's Plays as such. I'm just going to start doing random giggly things. Just because I don't upload often enough, so I think it's better for me to do, like, just updates rather than whole Let's Plays. Because, I mean, I've got a series that started 3 years ago. I'm only on 35.
Oh.
So
you're becoming more of a jeweler's over a supermarket, as it were.
What?
So you're selling like one really high edited sort of to the point and like it's got a purpose.
It's not going to be It's not going to be anything professional. It's going to be as shit as I normally do. Just it's not going to be lots of stuff now.
Okay, so instead of just having it like doing series and things like that, you're going to release one sort of gem of comedy every now and then, and that'll be sort of your staple video uploading from now on.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. Either that or just be uploading loads of Left 4 Dead game
highlights.
Yeah. Well, seeing as I always play Left 4 Dead, I might just record all of those and just upload those games.
And since most people already know what Left 4 Dead's all about, like you don't really have to do storylines and things like that. You literally can just fuck around with a group of mates and have a good fun with it.
The main purpose of Left 4 Dead is to lose at it and get angry.
No,
we're a team.
we are a team. We only lose very rarely, and it's usually my fault because I'm too busy pissing around. Met very good players.
With the sauce.
Roxio Game Capture Box captures in 480p. That's not very good, is it?
Okay, so that actually, thank you, Fatboy. That leads us nicely on to our next thing. I actually bought a Roxio game capture thing, but one of the high definition ones.
Fatboy.
Yes, nice segue. But yeah. So I bought a thingy the other day, Roxio game capture card. It's more of like a device, I guess you could call it, and that records in 1080p. And I bought like loads of Xbox games and things like that, and Xbox 360 games. So I'm gonna be borrowing my dad's Xbox, and maybe you'll see some console gameplay on the channel soon, which will be nice. I know me and Fred One want to go through Gears of War, like the whole series, and maybe Halo, the whole series. So
With the
we had
Master
good
Chief
fun.
Edition.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Master Chief Edition, but we might need like an Xbox One to play it on. So we'll see about that. I don't know.
You say you're kind of going to.
Hang on, let me check the list of games. Hang on, did it say it's coming out on Xbox One,
I don't
Xbox
think it is
360?
coming out on PC.
It's not coming out on PC and it's not coming out on 360, so I am going to have to buy an Xbox One, which is a bit of a setback for the Master Chief Edition. So until I work up enough funds doing that, then
But to be honest, you do get like 6 games with it, don't you?
yeah, I think you get Halo 1, 2, 3,
4.
and 4, and then I think when Halo 5 is released, you might also get that as well, but I don't know.
Well, if you want,
And
I do
then
have
there's
all the old Halo games. You're more than welcome to borrow them for the old
Well, I
Xbox.
bought the Anniversary Edition the other day. The games I really need to get my hands on are Gears of War.
Yeah, I
need
got those
Gears
as
of War
well.
1. Oh, can I borrow Gears of War 1?
Yeah, of course.
And then we'll see how me and Fred 1 get through it, and then once it's all good and polished, we'll bring it back.
That's the thing about the younger generation. They don't remember when Halo was on the NES. You remember when Halo was on the NES? Shh, play along. Matt, edit out the bit where I say play along.
Anyone else? Any projects back in my day? All this was feared. And we're just working on the usual projects, like, you know, the usual. Chaos Craft,
Yeah.
the books. I keep promising people that Twilight Takeover's coming back, and it never is. It might do. The server's up. Me and Digital Reaper still breathe. Therefore, there is a good chance that it might happen at some point. But I
Stranger
really wouldn't
things
hold
have
your breath. Yeah, stranger things have indeed happened. So I wouldn't. Don't hold out too much hope.
Oh, this is horrible. No, you know my room's just next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
We've just started doing this podcast, and my mum is cooking something delicious in the next room.
How dare you? I've given up my own mother's freshly cooked gammon to be
Gave
here
up
this
your
eve.
mother to be here?
You.
Who did you
Yeah.
give mother to?
But you're not.
My mother could join us.
But
if you wanted
you're
to.
not. You're not smelling it cooking, are you?
My mum can join us if you want.
It
And
is
my
a
dad.
tasty gammon.
It is a very tasty gammon. So yeah, I think that's time to take a break, guys. We successfully made it through the first half. None of us are dead.
You know what's
And,
coming when it's break time.
Uh-oh.
You're
We're on
break.
a break. I hate you so much.
For the 4th, be there, or at least donate.
Welcome back to the Chaos Nova podcast. Wait, hang on, I did that wrong. Edit. Take 2.
Cast.
Welcome back to the ultimate super mega return of the Chaos Nova podcast E3 Battle Edition EX Plus Alpha.
Electric Boogaloo.
And because this is the E3 Battle Edition, we're actually going to do some E3 related game news. Because, you know, why not?
Because we're good at segues like that.
Yeah, mate. So, we've decided, during the interval, very slapdash, to go through them in groups. So we're going to do PlayStation 4 first, and then we're going to do Xbox One, and then we're going to go down the list from there. So we're going to do PlayStation 4 and then talk about the games that we like from that, and so on and so forth. So I will begin by going through all the games, and then we'll just pick out the ones we like the sound of. So Assassin's Creed Unity, Battlefield Hardline, Bloodborne, Dead Island 2, Destiny, Entwined, FIFA 15, Grand Theft Auto 5, Infamous First Light, Just Dance 2015, Little Big Planet 3, NHL 15, Oddworld New and Tasty, PlayStation New Open Beta, I'm not entirely sure what that is, Rainbow Six Siege, Rise of the Tomb Raider, The Crew Beta, The Last of Us Remastered, and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End.
What
So,
about SKO
thoughts?
4 Return?
Just go for... If it wasn't announced at E3, then unfortunately I don't have it on this list.
No, because it wasn't. It was just demoed.
Oh, okay.
Electric
So-
Boogaloo!
Assassin's Creed Unity. What are people's thoughts on the new Assassin's Creed game?
I'm sick of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
It's becoming the new Call of Duty.
on that one.
Set during the French Revolution, I believe this one is.
Yes.
So basically, it's a game of running the fuck away
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and going, "Oh,
So
please don't send me
that's
to
a no
jail."
for Assassin's Creed.
I'm not a fan.
Okay, Battlefield Hardline, simply because we've got to talk about it. It's the new Battlefield game. There's a sort of... I like the... Okay, I will say this. I like the whole sort of cops and robbers kind of deal approach, instead of it being like a military shooter like everything else is these days. I kind of like that sort of hardcore chasing it down. But the demos they showed at E3 of the multiplayer seemed very scripted and everything. Like, it seemed like the moves people were pulling off are very sort of fluid and everything, and it just looked like professional footage, if you know what I mean, as opposed to actual gameplay. So I don't know. Battlefield Hardline, any thoughts?
Yeah, the only thing I like about the Battlefield games is the completely destroyable maps. I think that's one thing that Battlefield's always brought to the table that's changed, like first-person shooters.
The
We
one
should
thing
also-
I liked about Battlefield was shooting people. The part where you shoot people.
Blinding people with the flashlight was always a big thing in the early beta, in the early game as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that we should say that some of these games are coming out cross-platform. So Battlefield Hardline is coming out on Xbox One as well, and
PC, I think.
PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360 and PC. Yes. Dead Island 2, Matt. I imagine you're looking forward to that.
I am, and I'm not. I mean, I really love the first Dead Island, but Riptide, I just couldn't get into it. I think I played
Weren't a
far
fan of
too
Riptide.
much. No, I think I just played far too much Dead Island, and it's like, right, I'm done with it now. It's the same game. No matter what the story is, it's the same bloody thing. So, I'm looking forward to it, to see what they bring different, but the people who made that are also making another game identical to Dead Island, but called something else, and it's just like, why? We know it's Dead Island, just don't call it something else. So I think
Dead Island 2. So Dead Island 2 will be good if they follow the Dead Island 1 formula and not the Dead Island Riptide formula.
But I totally zoned out there.
I have that effect on people.
Now, Dead Island, have we mentioned the advert?
I haven't seen the
guy
advert
running?
for it.
Have you not seen what the jogging advert?
I know what it is, but I've not
fantastic.
actually seen it. I mean, the
Right,
first
hold on.
Dead Island one was
Guys,
brilliant.
pause this recording. We all have to watch this advert. It is amazing.
We've seen it, and we won't do things like this on the podcast. We'll do them in the breaks and then go back and be like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
You're boring.
Destiny! Is anybody looking for Destiny? This is Bungie's, the studio behind Halo. They are releasing a new... I'm not entirely sure, is it an MMORPG, or is it an MMO first-person shooter, or is it even an MMO? It looks kind of cool. It looks a bit squad-based.
It's a game.
It's an upcoming action role-playing first-person shooter in a mythic science fiction open-world setting.
Wow, it's
Thank
almost
you.
as if you wrote the bio for it.
When he's not working for Chaos Nova, he moonlights at Bungie Studios, just hanging around, smoking cigarettes with the guys.
No, actually,
Bastard.
there's 83 of me that all share a hive mind, much like cows. That's why I know everything.
My find!
My find.
My find. Entwined looks like a bit of an artsy game. I'm not really sure. I guess if you liked Journey, I think it was, on the PlayStation 3. Probably a game for you, I guess. But apart from that, not really something I'm going to be looking into.
Who's looking forward to FIFA 15?
Oh my
Me!
god, I cannot
Me!
wait, bro!
I am absolutely tumescent.
Yeah, football!
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot
that I
wait.
played before.
Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PlayStation 4. I think we all expected that. It's also coming to Xbox One and PC. They finally announced it for PC.
It looks really pretty.
He looks very nice.
It looks very pretty.
He looks very nice.
Except the trains look 1,000 times darker, so there's now a lot more chance you could get fucked into oblivion by a train without noticing it coming.
Is that a
Infamous First
euphemism?
Light.
Maybe.
Infamous First Light. Did anybody play any Infamous games? I didn't really play them.
I played the first one. I actually really enjoyed it. It was one of the free PS3 games I own. So
Yeah, man.
I
Infamous
always
the
got
tits.
Infamous confused with Uncharted.
Wait,
Uncharted is a Mao
what-
Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait, what did you say? Infamous First Light?
Yeah.
Yes. They've just released the last
First.
Infamous game, and now they've got a new Infamous game coming out.
Oh yeah.
So I think
8 hours
they're...
ago.
Yeah, I think they're kind of rushing through it a little bit. I mean, there's going to be nothing different. It's basically going to be a DLC of just... Well, they're going to release a whole new game, but it's basically the same game.
You're worried they're going to give themselves Assassin's Creed syndrome.
Yes, that's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
We called it here, by the way. You heard it here first on the Chaos Nova podcast. Any game that rushes and oversells itself and doesn't really change anything gets Assassin's Creed syndrome. Or Call of Duty syndrome, I don't know.
I want Cole to come back.
Cole?
Yeah.
Infamous 1 and 2.
Oh,
A man died.
A man died.
excuse that.
Just Dance 2015. I know Fatboy's looking forward to that. He loves
Oh,
to get
yes.
his dance on. Little Big Planet 3.
I have the figure for it as well.
Yeah. Little Big Planet 3, when that was announced
Sorry.
at
We
E3,
missed a
people went
trick
mad.
there. Why don't we call that Just Dance 2014 Electric Boogaloo? We really missed a trick there.
It's 2015, so yeah, we really did miss a trick.
Yeah.
Even though it's coming out in October 2014.
Yeah. I don't know why they do that.
Well, it's like football games and everything. They always do that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to take us an hour to get through this list if we don't hurry up. Little Big Planet 3, people's thoughts. People went mad for this at E3, so
There's
I'm
going to be
expecting you
there's going
guys...
to be a lot of people making their own levels based on Sonic Heroes. That's all I'm going to say.
Because there's multiple character types. There's the flying one, there's the
One of them
strong
that's really
one.
fast, one of them that can fly and carry other characters, and there's one big hench one that can punch things. People
And there's
are going
sort
to
of
make
like that-
Sonic Heroes.
2.5D element going on as well now, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool. That's pretty sick.
We'll
NHL
brush straight
15.
over NHL. Don't worry about that.
Oh, is that the National Hockey League?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, it's
There's gonna be
baseball.
some fights.
it's baseball. Good luck, NHL 15. Good luck. Oddworld, new and tasty.
Yeah,
Haven't
looking-
seen
Yeah,
it, but
I can
looking
roll
forward
with
to
that.
it.
I can handle a new Oddworld game.
It's not new.
Been a while.
But
It's not new.
is it not
Not
a new
new?
one?
It's like a HD version of the older ones
Oh,
Okay.
with some new bits.
well, that's not too terrible.
Maybe.
You know what isn't
We'll
on
see
this
how it goes.
list? You know what isn't on this list? I've just realised, and we must talk about it. Like,
Half-Life 3.
Must. No. No. Grim
Fucking
Fandango remake.
Oh yes. The
Grim
HD
Fandango remake coming to PlayStation
Fandango.
4. They announced that in a bit of a weird way. They read off like a letter from some kid, and it turned out to be the guy who ran the game studio that did Grim Fandango. I can never remember his name, but it was all very kind of bit weird. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to the Grim Fandango remake. Are you looking forward to it, Matt?
Oh yes, I absolutely loved Grim Fandango growing up. It was one of those legendary LucasArts or whatever games. Everyone had it. Everyone loved playing them. I'm pretty sure everyone here has played it. If they haven't,
I haven't.
No.
go fuck yourself.
Oh, Grim Fandango is fantastic. I think I've even still got it on disc if you guys want it. If you guys want to borrow it, you might need some
Impossible
sort of...
to get working. It's almost impossible to get working.
Well,
Even
I
if you
have
have
done
the
that.
disc.
95.
Nothing is impossible. Only really difficult.
Every
So, yeah,
time you
Grim
fix
what
a
do you
bug,
feel
they
about
make
it?
a new one.
What do you feel about it only coming to PlayStation 4 exclusive though? How does that make you feel?
PlayStation Master Race.
To be honest, I think it's really good because Xbox One have got some exclusive titles coming out, which we'll get into when we get to there. But this is probably going to be one of the PlayStation 4's big selling games, which is good because that way it gives competition between the two consoles. So rather than having it be Xbox has got the new Call of Duty before everyone else, Xbox has got this. It's like PlayStation has got your fucking memories right here.
Yeah, I see that PlayStation are going for the sort of reminiscing old school.
The nostalgia stuff. That's why the Oddworld's coming out for it, I believe.
Rapper 3's coming out, isn't it?
PlayStation New open beta. I don't know what this is. What is PlayStation Now? I think they mentioned it at the release, and it might be the little device that allows you to play PlayStation 4 games on a little tiny device thing. Basically, I think it just downloads it to it and.
You mean a
you play
Vita?
it that way. Nah, it's not a portable thing. I think you still have to buy a PlayStation 1 controller for it, or a PlayStation 4 controller.
PlayStation Now, you can't. There's not like a backwards compatibility for PlayStation 3 games, but you can back all of your PS3 games up onto a cloud, and then now lets you play them off the cloud.
Oh, excellent.
That's really good.
That's pretty sweet, actually. And I think
They went,
PlayStation 4...
shit, we're not backwards compatible. Hold on, we're backwards compatible. There you go.
PlayStation 4 really did knock it out of the park at this at E3, to be honest with you. Rainbow Six Siege. I could handle another Rainbow Six game. I quite liked Vegas. I quite liked
Vegas too.
Island Thunder. The old school Rainbow Six, Island Thunder, Desert Siege, those sorts of Xbox original ones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quite like
Me
those.
and Buzz used to play Rainbow Six for hours.
Yeah, man, it was a fantastic game. So I could handle another Rainbow Six Siege game, and that might be coming out on PC as well. Yeah, that's coming out on PC in 2015.
It'll be good, but it won't be Vegas 2, will it?
Well, it might be. You never know. It might be. This is the new generation of consoles, and fair enough.
My liking of it will be very dependent on how many terrorist pianos there are to neutralise. and it also depends. Yeah, it also depends if you get to play as Martin DeFuckers and Colin DeHead as well.
Aim for the head.
Good DeFuckers.
That game was brilliant. New Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I don't think anyone was expecting a new Tomb Raider game quite this soon, to be honest with you.
No,
yeah,
and it looks like she's going through a hard time too.
Oh, definitely. She's going through a rough patch in her life, poor girl. Oh, poor Lara, who we've nursed from the PlayStation 1. We've certainly nursed something. But Rise of the Tomb Raider... Rise of the Tomb Raider. We were of the generation that was like... we were of the generation that was told that we could get her naked. And god damn it, did we try it. If we do backflips off her bed and lock the butler in the fridge, it'll be fine. She'll get naked. So yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider's coming out in 2015 sometime, so we'll probably, if we ever do another podcast, we'll probably
It's a
cover
monthly
that
one,
before
remember? We do it
Yeah, it's a
every
monthly
single
podcast.
month.
This is actually the, what did we work it out as? It was
The June 2013 edition.
This is the June 2013 edition of the podcast. We've got a bit of catching up to do.
Filmed in June 2014.
The Crew, I didn't really pay much attention to The Crew, to be honest with you. I think, is that the driving game?
I have no idea.
It might be the driving
What?
game. Possibly The Crew.
No one knows what the crew is. Moving on.
Yeah, it's a driving game.
Okay, well, is it a Forza contender? We'll see. The Last of Us Remastered. The Last of Us was a huge game on PlayStation 3. Easily the best game for that console of that year, I reckon. Just
Never
because of
played
the
it.
amount of interaction, you literally could punch people and they'd fall down the desks properly. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. When I saw that, I was just like, The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a brilliant game. And I'm glad to see it coming back for PlayStation 4 Remastered. Although I don't really know what they can really do to...
Yeah, that's what I don't get. I don't see much point in remastering a game from PlayStation 3.
last year.
Yeah, last year's
double
technology. But there's not much point. I mean, other than PS3 not being backwards compatible, which it now is, there was no real point for it.
Compatible.
I don't know what that is.
Project Morpheus, the PlayStation VR unit.
Oh,
that could be a thing that they're doing for it.
The Last of Us wasn't a first-person shooter, was it?
Third person over the top.
Yeah, it was a
Over the
third.
shoulder.
I think it was a third person. Yeah.
Well, I struggle to see what they remastered in it then.
That's what I mean. I can't see it, but I can see it selling a lot of copies again just because people want it on their new system.
Yeah.
It'll probably come in a lovely steel case box and everyone's like, oh my god, it's so brilliant. It's like, it's the same game. Open your damn eyes, it's the same game.
PlayStation Now.
You sound like a conspiracy theorist, Matt. I'm half expecting you to go, "Wake up, sheeple!" at any minute. Don't drink the water. Chemtrails. I love me some chemtrails. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. What do we think Uncharted 4, A Thief's End is going to be like? A Thief's
all
End.
Irish.
I wanted to say it in that accent just so I could say a teeth. I have very simple tastes. So yeah, I think it's just another Uncharted game on PlayStation 4. Enjoy it.
I've
guess.
never played an Uncharted game in my life.
Neither have I. I'm just trying to wing it.
I'm assuming that's going to be the contender for Rise of the Tomb Raider, though. Like they're essentially the same game, just you got a male protagonist in one and a female in the other. So I'm assuming they're going to go head to head with each other.
Maybe.
They're on the same console.
Maybe.
They're releasing at the same sort of time. So I reckon it would be. But we shall see.
We shall indeed see. They're both due for a 2015 release, so we will definitely find out.
Well, that's the
I've got
only
another list to read
PlayStation.
off.
Yeah.
I've got another list. Xbox One, let's do this. Bang! Some of these are probably going to be repeats. If you don't hear us talking about them now, they've already been spoken about in PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4, yeah, that's it. So we've got Assassin's Creed Unity, you already covered that. Battlefield Hardline, Dance Central Spotlight, Dead Island 2, Fable Legends, the beta, FIFA 15, Forza Horizon 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Halo 5 Guardians beta, Inside, Just Dance 2015, Killer Instinct Season 2, NHL 15, Ori and the Blind Forest, Rainbow Six Siege, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Sunset Overdrive, Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition,
Electric Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
and The Crew again. So we've already covered like Assassin's Creed, Battlefield, Dance Central. I don't think we're going to cover Dead Island.
Going to be another one of those dance.
Yeah, that's
It's going
it.
to be another one of those
Fatboy
Just
can't
Dance
wait.
2015 rivals,
Nope.
yeah.
He's gonna go out and buy both next gen consoles just for the dancing games. He cannot wait. He's going out of his tiny little mind.
And we shall have to start calling him the Thin Boy.
Over Thin Boy, yes.
I'm going to get one of those HD capture cards and I'm going to stream it on Twitch and I'm going to do all the dancing naked. It's going to be great.
Are you trying to start a campaign for how quickly you can get a channel shut down on Twitch?
Yeah, naked and oiled.
Those of you who don't know Fatboy, consider this a blessing.
Consider this.
Oh, well, I love you too, dickhead.
The sight of any of us naked and oiled doesn't exactly fill me with a whole bunch of. It fills me with bile, to be honest with you. I'll be completely honest. Fable Legends.
I'm looking forward to this, to be honest. It's either I think this one's going to be a hit or a miss. Like it's either really going to work really well, or like because they're doing the same kind of thing that Watch Dogs have done, where they're going to have I think app-based interaction in the game. Like Watch Dogs have got the one where you control the chopper and fly over people who are actually playing on the console and try and stop them getting across the city on your phone or on your tablet or whatever. And I think
pretty cool.
Fable Legends is aiming to do something similar to that as well.
I am holding reservations, and I will tell you why. On the trailer, it looked as though you are set to 4 characters, or you can only choose from a set group of characters, which Fable for me was always about the sort of customization and the sort of, I've only got to eat celery, my character's getting too fat and stupid shit like that, do you know what I mean? So,
Eat 20 crunchy chicks to become evil.
yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, just silly shit like that. And I don't know, if you're playing as a pre-made character that sort of already had its story written out
it kind
for
of takes the fun out, doesn't it?
Fable was always about that sort of customization. You could choose to be evil, you could choose to be good, whatever. Like, that's been a sort of staple in games for a while. But having someone's predetermined story, I don't know how that's going to play out for them.
To be fair, I think it's needed though, because every single Fable game has been pretty much the same. Oh, you've got a terrible background, you go on to be either the hero or the villain of the story, but ultimately you save the day for however you want to save it. So I think once you've got an area where you've already had that story, you're just governing the story that's already been chosen. I think it's going to be good. It will be different for it, but I reckon it'll be better.
Yeah, maybe. It's like when Fallout 3 was such a massive hit and everyone was like, this game's amazing, and then Fallout New Vegas came out and we all look back at the sort of baby scene at the beginning of Fallout 3 and it was like, oh god, we're so glad they made the change. So maybe Fable's Legends change is, it'll take the customization away, but maybe it'll be for the good. Do you know what I mean? So, although really they didn't really change a whole bunch between Fallout and Fallout New Vegas, so...
Except Fallout New Vegas is hated a lot more.
Yay, FIFA 15 again.
Yay!
Yay! Amateur Messens returns.
Forza Horizon 2. I quite like the old Forza games.
I
Purely
like
because
Forza, but
Yeah.
I didn't like Forza Horizons. I don't think that kind of gameplay, like, it works with the open world if you don't, like, they never set the maps up properly whilst you're on the tracks and things like that, and it makes it all too complicated to use the GPS and things like that.
Oh, is it an
On the-
open world Forza game?
Yeah, Forza Horizon was open world, and now
Oh.
obviously they're releasing number 2, so that's going to be the same, but it's kind of like Burnout Paradise, that was the one. And it changed the game too much for me. Like, I
Oh.
was expecting another simulator. You know, I love my driving simulators.
Mm-hmm. You're a
it's
big fan of Gran
just-
Turismo.
Yeah, and it just didn't do it for me at all.
I might give that a little poke, see what happens. Grand Theft Auto 5, I've already covered. That's also coming out on Xbox One. Halo, the Master Chief Collection.
I am looking forward to this.
This is going to be awesome. And at the press conference, they were like, so why now? Why are you releasing the Master Chief Edition now? And they basically said it was so you could play. People who aren't familiar with the series, who didn't get to play the series from the start, can appreciate all of the games on one disc. Seamless transitions between the games. Do you know what I mean? I'm not entirely sure how they're going to pull that off. There might be longer cutscenes or whatever, which means more material, which is excellent. I think it also contains that thing they did where your Halo stats are included in things and stuff like that, and so I'm really looking forward to that. And I think it's all HD remastered and that. So, and I think there's like 100 multiplayer maps or something, all built on the Halo 2 multiplayer
Yeah, that's what I
scheme.
heard as well, man. It's
That's
amazing.
gonna be
Every
crazy.
single map from all 5 games.
That's gonna be just. I'm
Bananas.
blown away by that. That's crazy. I don't know how they can get it all on one disc. No doubt it's going to be one of those things where if you're playing multiplayer, you've got to download the maps to your console as opposed to them coming on the disc. Because otherwise, I have no idea how the hell they've done that. Unless Xbox One is using like alien technology and the power of the universe to store its data on discs now. So.
Well, they have switched over to Blu-ray, haven't they? So they have got a lot more space to work with. So I don't know if it is going to be on the disc or not. They'll probably have main ones on there, but if you want extra ones, they'll probably charge you to download them.
I just
dear.
was it Blood Gulch? The one
Yeah.
where you had the scorpion tanks and there was like a horseshoe shaped map, and you go from like one end to the other in the tank and just do all sorts of crazy shit. But your mate would always be in the top sniping you, and your other mate would be flipping the warthog off the tank and trying to get up into the little area where the geezer was sniping. If they bring back maps like that'd be amazing. So
Yeah, man.
I imagine they will do. Halo 5 Guardians beta. Looking forward to a new Halo game, to be honest with you. A new Halo game.
I don't even
think I'll
like
play the
Halo.
beta, though.
New Halo, as long as it isn't ODST or any of the sort of side shoot games, you know what I mean? As long as it is like a Master Chief, Halo 5, do you know what I mean? Like, I think
Halo
we're
5 is
onto
not
something
Master
here.
Chief. It's going to be a new campaign about someone becoming the new Master Chief, I believe.
Well, so that could be cool as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe they're trying to refresh the series or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they just thought, like, 5 games, bit too much for one guy.
Yeah.
Yep, Super
But
Mario's
then-
proof of that.
But then would you get to Dead Space 5 and be like, oh, Isaac Clarke, not anymore? Do you know what I mean? Like, that seems a bit like weird to me.
Well, he's 50 in number 3, isn't he? Or something like that?
Yeah. But then
Mm.
you've got to think that they've always got the prequel story and then they've got the
Ugh, don't get me
in
started.
between stories. Like there was always that Dead Space Genesis or whatever it was, the sort of cartoon series that happened. I suppose you could play as the mental geezer in that. What was his name? Strauss, the mental geezer you encounter on the space station.
Wouldn't know.
But yeah, no, maybe you could. Well, I don't know what Inside is. Could be anything.
It's the
I've
opposite of
heard-
outside.
I've heard about Inside. This is the game that's been developed by a, like, little company, and it's got absolutely no instructions. It's a like thriller horror kind of game, and the idea is you just go in. There's no instructions. You just fumble your way through and find out what you're supposed to be doing inside the world.
Oh,
So it's a completely new concept.
Essentially Dark
refreshing
Souls.
touch.
They've
It's
been
essentially
working on it for
Dark Souls.
3 years. So I've actually got quite high expectations of this game.
Oh, well, there you go. Look out for Inside. That's coming early 2015. So, yeah, horror game with a refreshing twist. I feel we're done with
What a
Slenderman. With a twist. We're done with Slenderman, and
You're never done with Slenderman.
they're all jump scare filled.
Man, what's wrong with the bunch of you?
We're from Essex. We talk
You don't
like
have
commoners.
Spider-Man and Superman.
Yes, you do. Spider-Man,
Yeah, you don't.
Spider-Man. Everyone loves a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Just
Whatever,
Dance 2015, and I love Fatboy there. I think
Spider
we
Pig,
the
Spider Pug.
Killer Instinct Season 2. We played
No, I
Killer
didn't.
Instinct Season 1, to be honest with you.
That came out
apparently-
free on Xbox One. Season 1.
Apparently, it got good reception, so who are we to argue? Maybe Killer Instinct Season 2 will also get a good reception. So, if you like fighting games, Killer Instinct. That was from our generation, wasn't it? That was like Saturn, Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, the last one was
Era.
on N64, I believe. Could be wrong
Bloody
there.
hell.
But I think the last one was on N64.
It was like Mortal Kombat, but not very good.
Yeah.
And I think
I
they're
think-
bringing it out to rival the new Mortal Kombat. I should imagine.
When Killer Instinct
luck.
came out, we were too busy faffing about with Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur and all those sorts of games, so I don't think we really... What was that
Chicken.
one where you was like two fighters, and I think this came out on Dreamcast, or it might have come out on Psychic Force 2 or some shit. That game was awesome, and that was an absolutely amazing fighting game, because that was like three-dimensional, like you weren't fighting on the ground, both your characters were floating, and that was pretty cool. NHL 15, again, not really too big on the sports game. Yay. Ori and the Blind Forest, again. I think this one got a good reception at the E3 announcement, E3 conference, because it looked beautiful, I guess. I think that's what my brain's trying to tell me here. Yeah, well, good
It
looking
looks
game.
like it's going to be like another Limbo.
Oh, I think that was it, yeah. It looks like it's the quite dark game, and that. And
Look
it
at
looks
the
a bit more
pretty
fun.
2D. Look at the
Yeah.
pretty.
It looks a bit more in depth than Limbo as well. Rainbow Six Siege, we already covered. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Sunset Overdrive, new driving game that's coming out. I think.
This is
the-
Sunset Overdrive is the really crazy destroy everything in the map multiplayer.
It's
game.
like a cross between Call of Duty and Jet Set Radio Future. Like, they've just thrown the two together, and it looks amazing.
It looks like so much fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks incredible. It seriously is. It's like Tony Hawk's meets some crazy batshit first-person shooter. But it's from a third-person perspective. So you run around the map grinding. It looked like it had a horde mode as well, which is quite interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. That looks like it could be.
Speaking of horde mode, what's
Go on, Matt.
next? It's a horde of zombies in Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition Electric Boogaloo!
Nice segue.
that went live at E3, I think. That went live, like, they stood on stage, gave the trailer, and was like, well, it's live now. While you're all sat here at E3 enjoying this, we've released it to the people who bothered to stay home and sit on their asses.
Fuck you people who came to see us.
Exactly, like, what's the deal there? And then the crew again, the crew beta. Are you looking forward to Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition Electric Boogaloo, Matt?
No, because I don't have an Xbox One. So as soon as I get one, I will be getting that game because I love the Dead Rising franchise. What surprises me is they managed to keep it secret. Normally people find this secret. Normally this sort of shit gets found out, and I was like, "What? A new Dead Rising game?" And then I saw the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, go see it. It's amazing.
Go and watch the trailer. It is excellent.
In fact, it's the only
all
thing
the
I watched
nostalgia
from
feels.
E3. The only
All
thing
the
I watched from
nostalgia
E3 is
feels.
that.
Oh. And then, the crew we've already covered. Wii U! Everybody throw a party, it's the Wii U!
You got some really good titles coming out.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it actually has.
It probably had the best titles coming out, in fact.
Yeah, actually, you make a very good point. Art Academy, I have no idea what that is.
It's a
Bayonetta
drawing
2,
game.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Hyrule Warriors, Just Dance 2015. Yeah, Fatboy, get his dance on. Kirby
He
and
doesn't
the
need a
Rainbow
map with
Curse.
that one. He can just hold the nunchuck and the.
Yeah, mate. And bob about like, yeah, I'm dancing.
Bobbing along.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, The Legend of Zelda, Mario Maker, Mario Party 10, Mario vs Donkey Kong. They're milking Mario a bit, aren't they? Star
They've
Fox.
been milking it for far too long already.
They've been milking it since the
Smash Bros.
80s.
Nintendo milking Mario? Well, I never.
Sega
Yoshi's
milking
Woolly
Sonic.
World, and Xenoblade Chronicles X, or Chronicles 10, I'm guessing that is.
Very quickly, before we talk about these, we did miss one from Xbox One, which wasn't on this list, which was called Evolve.
Ooh.
Which is sort of a mix between Left 4 Dead and Godzilla. You sort of play. You play as 4 survivors, or you play as a huge giant Godzilla monster. And the 4 survivors have to try and kill the Godzilla, the monster thing, and
But the
vice
Godzilla
versa.
is the one who puts the traps and stuff down. Is this like a sort of dungeon crawlery type thing?
No, you're like a huge Godzilla monster, and you just go around breathing fire on people, smashing buildings and stuff like that. It's the new thing from Valve, so it looks really, really good, and I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Just thought I'd throw that out before we went through.
Okay.
Looks kind of cool.
Bayonetta 2, yeah, I think Bayonetta did quite well. I think people are a bit irritated that Bayonetta 2 went to the Wii as opposed to the PlayStation. Seems a bit of an odd path to take.
I was never a fan of Bayonetta.
No?
Nah, just wasn't for me.
I never played it.
Yeah, I played it for about 10 minutes.
Boss across space and into the sun.
Now I
It
want
is
to
a
play.
silly game.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Is this what I think it is? Is this to go with Star Fox? This isn't Captain Toad like from Star Fox, is it?
I don't think so.
Surely not.
I hope he didn't get his own game.
No, it's
We might have
Toad
to
from
decide without
Mario. Toad from Mario.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not too bad.
He gets his own game at last.
That's like
you've been
Tails
in
having
for
his
so
own
many
game.
years. Well, Tails had one on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
terrible.
He still had one.
Hyrule Warriors. I'm guessing this is like the Zelda Dynasty Warriors
Oh
crossover.
yeah, that actually looks really sick.
Yeah, well, I don't have a Wii U, so these games are sort of mute to me unless a friend comes over with a Wii U and I get the chance to play
From
it.
now on, can when we're saying Wii U, can we say Wii U instead? Wii U.
Alright, yeah, so that's
That should have been the
Hyrule
E3 trailer for the Wii U.
Dynasty Warriors meets Zelda, or Legend of Zelda, Link, all that business. If you've got a Wii U, you should definitely pick it up, I guess.
Thank you.
Just Dance 2015, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
New Kirby game. Good stuff.
So-
Another
Another
Kirby
Kirby.
game. Can't really fault Kirby, too lovable.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Kirby. I really did.
The Legend of Zelda, yeah, this is what we're saying. You can't diss Kirby. And anybody who disses Kirby, we're going to come to your house. Kirby don't appreciate
we-
that
and-
shit.
we
And
know
believe
where
me,
you live
Dave
if
doesn't
you
have a
curse
lot on
Kirby.
during the day. We will come to your houses individually.
I know how to use a computer. I'll track your library cards and shit.
You're like Jay
you're
and
scared
Silent
now, aren't
Bob
you?
in that bloody film.
Yeah.
What? They were
They
talking
used
shit
all the-
about us.
They used all the money from the movie to hunt all the people down who dissed them on the internet and beat them up. That was brilliant.
Then
Incidentally,
we're
all
going
the
to
money we
Captain
make
Silent
from this
Bob
delete
do with the
podcast.
out
money.
their expletive deleted and make them eat our expletive deleted.
Oh, I love it. Where were we? The Legend of Zelda. Is this a remake of something, or is
It's a
it
tentative
Zelda
title. They
game?
haven't got a title. It's a new game coming out, but they haven't actually
Okay.
got a proper title for it yet.
Yeah, that's
Same
why
as the next
everyone's
one.
arguing whether it's Zelda as the main character.
Oh,
That'd be strange, wouldn't it? Zelda saving Link?
Well,
it
Link
could
might not even be in it.
it could happen because she's got like some alter ego thing going on, isn't she?
She
They
didn't
should
want
just
them.
have him on a crucifix in the middle of Hyrule, like the Hyrulean field.
Well, the thing, you know, that's the thing, though. You say that she's got a separate personality. It's never the same story. It's never the same Link. And it's never the same Zelda.
Yeah.
Their descendants are supposed to be of the like the royal line and the warrior line, as it were.
Hmm. Someone needs to stab like the Ganondorf line, and then everything will be a lot easier.
You stop having sex. Okay.
I played Ocarina of Time on the N64, and I played Legend of the Wind Waker or whatever it was on the Game Boy.
GameCube.
And I
Twilight
couldn't complete either of them. I am
Twilight
terrible
Princess
at Zelda
was
games.
really good.
Say again?
Twilight Princess was really good, but it had the gayest name, not only in Zelda history, probably in gaming history.
Oh.
Twilight Princess. I mean, Barbie's Magical Pony Adventure isn't quite as gay as
Cockfights for the Mega Drive is pretty close, though. Let's be fair.
Yeah, and then now again, when I think about it, 15-man butt fucking Conga 2 Electric Boogaloo was quite gay as well.
Magic Mario Maker or Mario Maker.
Magic Mario Maker.
Magic Mario Maker. Special Edition Remix EX Plus Alpha. Mario Maker looks like a cool Mario game where you sort of make your own levels, which.
Because the game designers got bored of making up their own ones.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we can't be asked anymore. You do it.
Incidentally, people have been making these for years on online through some site. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's nice to have a console release for it. So all console gamers can finally have their own Mario maps that they make.
And Mario Party 10.
AKA,
I like Mario Party.
AKA, fuck you if you steal my stars, I will punch in your actual face. 10 Electric Boogaloo.
I think they stopped doing stars, didn't they? In the last one, they stopped doing stars. They did something else. I could be wrong.
It was causing stabbings. That's why they took out the stars.
Monopoly, where you just got your house and you had to build your house up to be like.
I think that might have been it. Yeah.
Crap.
It was either that or they just did away with stars and just went straight for coins. I think it was something like that.
It is the 21st century Monopoly, though, isn't it? It's the game that you start loving everyone and end hating everyone.
It's like Dokapon Kingdom.
Mario
no one knows what that is.
No.
I like Donkey Kong.
I like Donkey Kong. I like Mario.
Is this going to be like the original Donkey Kong on the Game Boy, where Mario was actually a dude trying to save the damsel in distress from Donkey Kong? Or is this going to be like a merge of the Donkey Kong from the SNES and Super Mario?
We'll have to find out. It could be like...
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the Nintendo press conference.
Oh.
I wonder why. So, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I said I like Mario. I dislike Mario because of what he did to Sonic and sort of made Sonic his bitch and made
because
Sega
Sonic is
by
a
default.
bitch.
Do you go to Mario's
bitch.
house, there's Sonic in the cupboard in a gimp suit, chained up
Yeah.
Gotta go fast!
Wake up the
Gotta go
gimp.
fast!
Oh no, it's Get the Gimp, isn't it?
Stop
Gimp's
talking
sleeping.
about my childhood. and my teenhood. And my right now.
And possibly my future self.
There is a Sonic-esque poster above my head as we speak, and it's crying on my forehead. Please stop it.
It's crying tears from its penis in its gimp suit. That's what it is.
Oh god.
Penis in a gimp suit.
It cut a hole out special for you.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, Sega. Fuck you.
What was I going to say? Yeah, but Mario games tend to be pretty solid, so...
And very repetitive.
Well, yeah, but...
They've lived off the same concept since the 80s.
This is
I think they're doing alright for themselves.
There's only so many things a fat Italian can do, though.
Hey, there
It's
isn't.
not
He
like
can
it's-
go-kart, he can play
It's
football.
It's not like he's going to have a gun for a cock, is it?
To be fair,
it
if
was supposed
Sonic
to be a
had just
gun
continued the same formula that Nintendo continued for a little while, then... Because they did the right thing. They didn't release any 3D games on like the NES or the SNES. They waited until the 64 was out. Like the Dreamcast should have waited for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Like... Let's not get into this. Sonic 3D is an abomination and should have been buried along with ET.
It's
but
really
we'll get...
not.
It was
It
released
was
at the same
released.
time as Super Mario RPG, which was a three-dimensional Mario
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So your argument is invalid, Sonic just sucks.
Wait, hang on. Did anybody actually really have a copy of this magical Mario game? Like,
No, I believe it was a
probably
USA
is.
only.
Well, exactly.
Or
Everybody
Japan
was
only.
subject to the horror that was Sonic 3D. They spent money on that piece of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like proper money.
It's like you have an irrational hate of this game. Sonic 06 deserves all the shit thrown at it.
Yes.
It was alright. It wasn't great, but it was alright.
Oh,
This is the
you're
part where I
terrible
seamlessly
people.
segue my
But
own
you-
YouTube
you-
Let's
you-
Play of it on there.
You treat it like it killed your parents, you know?
And burnt down my village.
Yeah. Killed my father
Pissed these
and raped my
cornflakes.
mother.
And
Sounds like
pissed in my
a Fable
cornflake.
game.
Mm.
Enough about this. Star
I
Fox.
will have my revenge.
Star
Let it be
Fox,
known.
I'm looking forward to this.
I will have my revenge. Yeah, Star Fox is an amazing game. Me and Peacemaker used to play this all the time when we were younger on the N64.
Oh,
Yes, I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah,
I was playing
on the
Star Wars
SNES.
On the SNES.
Yes,
Man,
good
that
one.
game was amazing.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
fuck it all.
I'm hoping
See, I
that
don't-
it lives
I
up to the
never had
hype.
this.
Because it's
Yes,
been
definitely.
several hundred years since the last one, like Duke Nukem was, and that did not live up to the hype, so I'm hoping that these guys don't fuck it up.
I'm going to do what I always do with new games coming out. Wait until somebody does a Let's Play of it and then watch that.
That's what I did. For everything.
Okay, I suppose the big title coming out on the Wii U is Super Smash Bros.
Who's about to say Xenoblade then?
They just announced Pac-Man the other day. I did not see that coming.
He's
Like,
got no
oh, yeah,
arms. He's got no
Pac-Man.
legs.
Uh,
What about
oh,
Mega
he
Man,
will
the old man?
waka.
Waka
He
Waka.
will
That's
waka waka.
Fozzie. That's Fozzie Bear.
No. Waka
Waka
waka waka
waka.
waka 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 waka. That's Pac-Man, bro.
Yeah.
That's
The way you
Pac-Man.
said it, you said Waka Waka, which is Waka Waka. Fozzie Bear.
Honest to God, man. So people looking forward to the Super Smash Bros. New Super Smash Bros. The old ones are pretty popular. I remember spending a few hours playing the one on GameCube.
A few
One?
hours?
You
I
clearly
remember
didn't enjoy
spending
it.
my entire puberty playing that.
He was
one?
like, this one day, hello, I'm playing. Oh, I'm playing Super Smash Bros. now.
We're talking about Yoshi.
No. Super Smash Brothers.
Alright, yeah. Never really
We can
played
talk
it.
about Yoshi's Woolly World if you want.
I think the last
Think-
time I played anything like Super Smash Bros. Was on the GameCube with you, believe it or not, Dave.
Well, that's why you suck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a matter of perspective.
I like the other ones that they released, like the one on PlayStation 3, Cartoon Network, Battle Heroes, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically a poor man's version of Super Smash Bros.
It was Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. if
That's
I
the
remember
one.
correctly.
XL.
Finn and Jake are not in it. The entire game is invalid. Let's make a fighting game with Cartoon Network characters, but let's not include the two characters from the most popular Cartoon Network show that are both good at fighting. Let's leave that one out.
Dexter and Dee Dee.
That Sonic theme poster's back to crying again because it is a poster of Adventure Time, is it not?
Yes.
There you go. Did you have to check?
No.
Okay. Yoshi's Woolly World.
Thank
I
God that
remember
wasn't
playing Yoshi's
misspelled.
Island.
I remember playing Mario World when Yoshi first appeared.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Super
I
Mario
was
World.
watching Seth Bling do speed runs of that the other day. It was fun watching him cry.
All
Because you
ever
can't
used
just
him for in
jump over the
original-
whole world.
Yeah, all you ever used him for in the original game is when you couldn't quite make a jump off of his back, land on the platform, and watch as your beloved loyal dinosaur falls down a pit and dies. All you ever did. It's like, oh, you did.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I already have a picture lined up for that in the podcast editing.
Yay!
You traitorous swine. But no, I think that's going to be amazing.
Chronicles X. Oh, you want the Yoshi game? You like
I
the
love
idea of a new
Yoshi games, yes. Yoshi's my favourite Nintendo character of all time. I have, like, 6 stuffed teddies of Yoshi.
Excellent.
I don't want to think this is true, but one of them probably has a hole beneath the tail
No, in the mouth.
and stinks.
I like to ride me a Yoshi.
God.
I will mount you like Yoshi.
Okay, swiftly moving on.
Xenoblade Chronicles X or Xenoblade Chronicles 10.
Well, it wouldn't be 10 because they haven't made 9 others. They've only made 1 other.
No, it's just
Well,
the
there
10th
you go.
Chronicle,
Oh my god, if
all
Blood
rest of
Tales the
them-
game is going to start off at 10.
All the other Chronicles, they went to the producer and he went, no, crap.
Yeah.
They
There's a
just kept
10th one they
trying,
went
and then
to.
Eventually, the 10th attempt, and he went, yeah, you know, this works.
This could work. I don't know enough about Xenoblade to comment. I don't know enough about Xenoblade to chronicle. But there you go.
Well,
And I see you are all well
Yes, we are
versed
just
in
as well
Xenoblade.
versed as you are.
Yes.
played it once, hated
PlayStation
it.
3.
Oh?
Battlefield Hardline, FIFA 15, Just Dance 2015, NHL 15.
Exactly the
X-
same as
Coming out
Xbox
on the
360.
PlayStation 3, I'm looking
Yep,
forward to
Xbox 360 is identical to that list, so Battlefield, FIFA, Just Dance, and NHL. 3DS, Fantasy Life. I hate to break it to you, but if you're looking forward to that game, I guess real life is outside. You should just go and enjoy that. I don't know
There's
what
the
it's
Let's
about.
Play guy.
Says the Let's Play guy. Yeah, fair enough. I have a garden.
He grew potatoes.
I grow my own potatoes, indeed. And people like the fact that I grow my own potatoes. I get like 11 likes on Facebook for that shit, so yeah.
He killed
Bear
a
that
fox
in
to
mind.
do it.
I didn't kill the fox.
He
Oh
killed
my
the
God.
fox.
I
It's
put
what
a
does the fox
wire
say?
up.
Nothing, I killed the fucker.
Yeah.
I put a wire up around the potatoes and the fox stopped
And it
visiting.
slit its
I didn't
throat.
kill-
It
It
slit
might
its
have
throat on
committed
it.
suicide
There was a
because of lack
trail
of
of blood
potatoes.
going away from the wire over the fence, and they never saw the fox again.
If it made it over the fence, then good on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't kill a fox.
At least it didn't die in your garden.
Yeah, that's it. And look at it on the bright side. Someone else has got a nice new coat, so I am not held responsible for that shit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't think one
Yes.
fox makes a coat.
Matt, you were talking about putting pictures up throughout this, weren't you?
Yes.
Here's a little picture to put up.
Oh dear.
Is it your penis?
I don't even need to look at it. Yoshi is my homeboy boxer shorts.
God. Pokemon Art Academy. There is a game I never thought I'd ever hear being released.
Art Academy. What have they run
Pokemon
out
Art
of
Academy.
the main show? So they're just
The
doing auditions
fuck?
on the 3DS now.
Chris, find it and give us a rundown while we talk about Super Smash Bros. For the
It's
3DS.
probably the same as Art Academy, which was released on Wii U, or going to be released
Yeah.
on Wii U.
Yeah, it pretty
But
much
Pokemon
is the
theme.
same as Art Academy, but Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know what Art Academy is.
It's a drawing
Teaches
game.
you how to draw professionally.
Oh,
You get a tablet
There
with
you
it
go.
and everything else.
So learn to draw your favourite Pokemon. If
Pretty
they
much.
exist.
Pretty
I
much.
want to learn how to draw an electrode. No?
They are quite difficult to draw.
And Voltorb.
I mean,
oh.
I mean, yeah, they're up there with Ditto.
Let's not forget Vanillite. Fucking like
PC! Assassin's Creed Unity, Battlefield Hardline Beta, Dead Island 2, FIFA 15, Grand Theft Auto 5, Ori and the Blind Forest, Rainbow Six Siege, Rise of the Tomb Raider, The Crew Beta, and of course the big title everyone's been waiting for years. Oh my god, I can't believe they're finally going to do it. The Sims 4.
I think I just jizzed in my pants.
Yeah, so there you
I
go.
think you just jizzed in my ear. Ugh.
Oh god.
I am at full sail right now.
He's not half masking it, lads.
At full fucking sail. 10 sheets to the wind.
Jesus Christ. Right, The Sims 4. We need to do something, I guess, about this.
We should do the next- Yeah, I think we should do the next 15 seconds of this entire interview in Simlish.
Akagaboke. Akagabo.
Ah, fuck. I can't even do
You
that
get to
right. I can't
control
even
the
talk
lives of
bollocks
other
right. I'm
people.
gonna sit in the corner.
And you get to trap them in the swimming pool, and you get to build fires around them, and loads of dumb shit.
It's
just to
Nuts'
be a
idea
really
of heaven.
I like
sinister
building the most
person.
flammable house I could, and then taking all the windows and doors away.
You've got to lock people inside of it, though. So he
Yeah,
kind of missed a
like-
trick
And when
there.
the
Family in
social
there and
worker
take the
came to
doors and the
steal
windows
your
away.
kids, you used to lock her up in a little like room with no walls or anything, and
And if
baby
someone
never
has a
got taken.
baby when death turns up, he freaks out.
Yeah. This is the opposite of what I meant to be doing.
I'm in a paradoxical nightmare.
I'm the daddy.
Out of all of those games in the entire universe, what are you all looking forward to?
Mirror's Edge
Therefore
2,
return.
which wasn't even on there. Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah.
Why did we not mention this?
Oh yeah, Mirror's Edge 2 was on there. This list is very bad.
Mirror's
Yeah,
Edge made the list.
Parkour game.
Mirror's
I
Edge
didn't make
is an
the list.
amazing
I
game.
stole the list from IGN. So IGN, do your damn job properly, so I can plagiarise your work and use it for our podcast.
Yes,
Yeah,
an author
so,
admitting to plagiary.
Mirror's Edge 2. Yeah,
That's
not
what I'm
really
looking
a
forward to
huge
most.
Fan.
You hate
the
it.
Mirror's
You're
Edge
like, fuck
series.
you, Mirror's Edge, I fucking hate you.
Most commonly used phrase of that entire game was "grab that fucking ledge, you bitch, otherwise I will scalpel your eyes out with a spoon, I swear to God."
I never once heard that in there.
Honest to God, she didn't work the way I wanted her to work. So...
Well,
Hey guys, I don't think Dave was very good at Mirror's Edge.
I
I don't
very
think he
good at
was.
Mirror's Edge, no.
there's another game I was looking forward to that wasn't mentioned as well, which is on PlayStation 4.
We're doing
It's-
so well.
Is Kingdom Under Fire 2. That was the second Let's Play I ever did was Kingdom Under Fire. And they've released a second one for free on PlayStation 4 soon.
Is that the one you haven't finished, Kingdom Under Fire?
No, I've done that one. Kingdom
You've done
Hearts is
that
the one
one.
I haven't finished.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Two Worlds or other ones.
Oh, there you go.
This is a good list.
Yeah. This just works. Thanks, IGN. We should thank IGN for their list. Their terrible, terrible list. Thank you, IGN. What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, Peggy 18. Right. The next thing on this magical, wonderful podcast arrangement
It's a
is
break.
Gamers Rage.
It's what?
Gamers
Gamers
Rage.
Rage.
Oh, yeah. We never really briefed Chris about this. Okay, Fatboy. Gamers Rage is basically we pick a subject on that is close to our hearts. So I don't know what people have
Boobs.
chosen this week.
Can
So,
we take a break before we go there? Because I'm about to wet myself, and that rather not.
I think we could take a break because we've got a
We
small
can
one
take a
coming
break.
up afterwards. So.
Okay, yeah.
You can go now, Chris.
Geronimo!
Don't punch the zombie pigman that's in my space station.
Okay. Will it start a war? No, punch, you idiot! Don't! No!
You deserve that, mate. You deserve that. Fucking sense. Damn it! Damn fucking thing! Oh, creeper literally just jumped in straight on top of me. I just found another creeper spawner as well.
Good thing I have
Welcome
power
back
editing.
to part 3 of the ultimate super mega return of the Chaos Nova podcast E3 Battle Edition EX plus Alpha.
Electric Boogaloo.
It's a squirrel
So-
and a turtle.
You're a squirrel and a turtle.
So before the break, we read off what we thought was a list of the games coming out at E3.
What nuts?
And it turns out we missed about 1 million games. So we're just going to run through them quickly. Borderlands the pre-sequel. Obviously, I think we're all looking forward to that. That's going to be a great
How
game.
did
play
I
as
forget
Claptrap.
that?
You get
I
to
want
play
to
as
be
Claptrap,
Claptrap.
You get to play as Claptrap, and one of the faces you get gives him a giant mustache and a top hat. I'm
Yes.
sold.
and... So yeah, Borderlands pre-sequel. That's going to be great fun. Civilization Beyond Earth. Civilization seem pretty
Yeah.
steady games. They're all right. Evolve. Did we cover Evolve? think
I
we
did,
covered
yes.
NBA and WWE, they're coming out. We didn't cover Call of Duty.
Just because
Yay.
we're idiots.
We went by the list. We trusted the list. In list we trust, and now,
Yeah.
well,
Thanks, List.
Thanks,
Destiny. Shut your mouth. Skylanders Trap Team. I don't know what that is.
it's a new Skylanders game.
Oh, well, there you go.
Aren't I useful?
Persona 5, Persona Q, Shadow of the Labyrinth. Really too sure what they are.
They're Japanese JRPGs, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Come-
Jerperks.
Jobrugs.
Ermagerd, Jerperks.
And much like the Tales of series, they do have a huge following as well, so...
Well, Lords of the Fallen, Tales of Hearts, and Tales of Zillia? Zillia?
Ilya.
Ilya, okay. Then you got Battlecry and The Evil Within.
Evil.
Dead Rising 3 on PC.
Coming to PC. Ooh.
Deep Down. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. And Ultra Street Fighter 4. Quite good fun. Ultra Street Fighter 4, new Street Fighter game.
No, it's the same Street Fighter game, re-updated.
Oh.
I'm
It's
just on the
finally coming out on
website
PC,
here,
PS3 and Xbox 360, so why not PS4 and Xbox One?
Because it's the old game.
Oh, okay.
just on a website here, and it's got the top 10 list of most abused video game characters, and the screenshot is Lara Croft. Sounds about right.
Dead Rising... Oh no, we've just done that. Arena of Fate, Hunt, Horrors of the Gilded Age, Homefront The Revolution, that's coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Metro Redux, that's also coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Disney Infinity 2.0, Fantasia Music Evolved.
Which is Skylanders.
But with Disney.
Disney Infinity is basically Skylanders, is what I'm getting from this, yeah?
But you can be Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow!
If you buy his
Hardline.
figurine.
Yes.
Is that thing you have to buy their figurine to play him in the game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same as Skylanders.
Yeah.
Stupid bloody thing.
Well, I don't know, because the figurines have a little chip that save all the information in them, so you can take them to other people's houses, and it's got all your stats in it. It's like the closest thing you have to owning a Pokemon at the moment.
I'm sold!
Oh, Jack Sparrow, I choose you!
Yeah, pretty much.
You sarcastic, witty comment.
I'm too pissed to know what's going on. pronounced
Battlefield
outrageous.
Hardline, Dragon Age Inquisition, that looks like great fun. EA Sports, UFC, FIFA 15, Madden 15, Mirror's Edge 2, NHL 15,
Recently
Star Wars
announced
Battlefront, and The Sims
E3,
4.
EA plan to release 5 new games. None of them are complete.
So
And they're all sports.
Matt's looking forward to Mirror's Edge 2.
Hell yeah!
I'm not.
Because you suck at
And
life.
Star Wars, I just suck at Mirror's Edge. Star Wars Battlefront is also coming. That looks like a good little game. And Dragon Age Inquisition, another Dragon Age game. Looking forward to that.
Unless it's
Metal Gear
Dragon
Solid
Age 2.
5. Say again.
Unless it's like Dragon Age 2, which was not as good as Dragon Age.
Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oranges, yeah.
That's because of bloody video game Carnage. Dragon Age Origin.
Oranges!
Oranges. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Metal Gear
Knock,
Solid?
knock.
Metal Gear motherfucking Solid.
Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
Let's hope it's longer than the demo of the last one, which was an actual game.
Oh.
Let's hope the game is longer than the demo. That's usually how it works.
Whereas the last
Fable
game was the
Legends,
demo.
Forza Horizons 2, Halo 5 Guardians, Killer Instinct, Project Spark. Oh, Project Spark. Interesting. And Sunset Overdrive. So yeah, Project Spark looks interesting. So does No Man's Land. I don't think No Man's Land's on this list, but No Man's Sky, sorry. No Man's Sky looks good. And Sunset Overdrive. Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, Legends of Zelda, Super Smash Bros, Pushmo World, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Okay.
Looking forward to it.
X. This is a game called X. Coming
I
to
think that's
Wii.
Chronicle thing, Xenoblade Chronicles. I think that's
okay.
that.
And
What
Yarn
about
Yoshi.
Splatoon? I think it's called Splatoon. Yeah,
It
Splatoon.
might come up in the list. If it doesn't, we'll talk about it in a minute. Oh, fuck off. Danganronpa. That game, too.
Hold on.
Despair.
Danganronpa.
Is that what it is? Danganronpa.
Yes, Danganronpa 2.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair.
Are you
Hey,
alright
Greg,
pronouncing the next
can-
word
can-
as
can
well, or would you like some help with that too?
Can
Mary Fencer F.
Can everybody just say Danganronpa like 6 times?
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Nux, can you say it once?
Take you all.
Hey
Right.
guys!
Alien Isolation. So is
Because
this a new Alien game?
Come on, Dave, give it a try. Digital Reaper. Damn it!
I'm assuming that's the new Alien game, yes.
I think that might be a new Alien game.
oh,
yeah.
get ready, guys.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva F Second.
I've got the demo of Project F. It's actually pretty cool. It's you know how I'm into my music games,
Yeah.
and you know how I'm.
Is it
really
just called
good-
Project F?
Yeah, Project Diva F. Second would be the sequel, but
Okay.
yeah, well, you know, I'm quite good at them as well. Project Diva F for
That
how
was you blowing your own trumpet.
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, but you know I'm fucking good at them.
Yeah, I know.
It's good to have a hobby, but no,
It doesn't include chronic masturbation.
well, it kind of involves practice for it. So, but no, I'm quite good at them, and I've played the demo of this game and I've watched videos. It's well, Miku's cute and all the music is cute, and it's like being raped playing the game. If you had 9 thumbs, each of which. If you had 9 thumbs and placed 2 of them over each button you have to hit, you won't get this thing done. It's got a cute appeal, and it's also got the Korean appeal, I'll call it.
Let's leave it at that.
Drive Club, Hell Drive.
You missed one.
I didn't miss anything.
You missed Sonic Boom.
I
Look,
didn't miss
Sonic
fuck all.
Boom!
Carry
The new Sonic
on.
game!
Carry
That
on.
Sonic game sounds quite interesting. Guys, what do you think about the new Sonic game?
I think you'll find it's not called Sonic Boom, it's called Knuckles the Echidna's Super Steroid Adventure.
No, look, it
Carry
says Sonic
on.
Boom 3D. Oh, wait, 3DS. Sorry, it says 3DS. Or Sonic Boom 3D, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it?
I've heard in this game they're debuting Original the character.
Original
So
the
quite
character,
interesting.
wow.
Original the character.
This
You look
Sonic
quite
game gets
interesting.
better and better. Do you think the new design of Sonic looks pretty good?
You're reading the rest of the list out on your own.
I honestly think in the trailers of Sonic Boom they've sort of oversexed Amy, and I can't be the only one that thinks that.
I haven't watched the trailer, although by the sounds of it, Nux has watched it religiously, going, "Fuck you! You've ruined everything! Fuck you!"
As soon as Knuckle turns up and he's got an 80-inch chest and a steroid problem, I think
Knuckles.
Davis went,
Yeah.
no, fuck, I'm out.
Just like the video. I went to
Right, my
Sega
fun's
and just
over
like
now.
their
Go on,
video.
carry on.
Oh, you want me to do the list, do you? You want me to do the list?
Yeah.
You missed a very important
I didn't
release,
miss the fucking
and
thing,
therefore
mate.
we had to make sure that people understood that Sonic Boom coming to the 3DS and the Wii U is going to be a major title.
Yeah.
But it's not. And it
You-
wasn't even really announced at E3. So really, it wasn't an E3 game. We didn't even need to cover it, piece of
You
shit.
read out FIFA
It was-
15, you have
was
to read that out.
I'd rather read out FIFA 15 than the abomination
For
that Sonic
FIFA?
Boom is.
Yes.
Oh, fuck off. Drive Club, Helldivers, Hohokum, The Order 1886, Rhyme, and Uncharted 4.
The next game I'm really looking forward to.
Is it Sonic
The Order
Boom?
1886 is a werewolf type game, I guess.
Ooh, is it? Sounds
Yeah.
good. I'm just looking
Some
forward to
sort
the
of-
next game on the list.
Ooh!
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts
HD!
2.5 remix.
Yes, cannot wait.
You know what would have been
Hearts.
good if at E3 they went, okay, fuck it, we're going to remake Project Darkness, Operation Darkness, shut up.
Not gonna happen, sadly.
Okay, take 2. You know what would have been really good if at E3 they said we're going to do Operation Darkness? Yeah, use take 2.
Using both takes. You think
And then
I'm going
you've
to
got-
edit. There's no editing.
Theatre Rhythm, Final Fantasy Curtain Call coming out on the 3DS. It just seems like a lot of words mashed into a title to me. Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry 4. We've got to talk about Far Cry 4. That game looks awesome.
There we go, we've talked about it, moving on.
But
It's a Far Cry game.
Is it-
It's going to suck.
is it just going to be Far Cry 3 reskinned in the Himalayas? That's what I'm worried about.
That's the basis
No,
of every first-person shooter game ever made.
Yeah, yes.
It's the
It's
reskin.
not like in the most recent COD they're going to give you a space hopper all of a sudden. It's going to be the same thing.
I would buy the next COD game if it meant
Yeah.
I got to bounce around on a fucking space hopper, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Boing, 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 boing.
Boing, shoot. Boing, shoot. And that's the new teabagging.
If someone shoots your space hopper, you're unable to move for the rest of the game. Oh, I've forgotten how to walk.
I will say one thing about the last Call of Duty that they released is they actually give you kill streaks for teabagging and that, so...
Oh!
There is a little bit where you kill someone, you have to pick up orders, and then it says, when you kill your next enemy, humiliate them, and you have to go over and teabag them.
That is awesome.
It's like, how do you track that? That's amazing.
Tom Clancy's The Division, Valiant Hearts, The Great War, I don't know what that is. Batman Arkham Knight, new Batman game.
It's a prequel,
Batman.
I believe, isn't it? Is that one the prequel, or...? No, that can't be a prequel. I'm not too sure about that one.
Did they not already do a prequel?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They done... What was it? No, never mind.
See, this is what happens when you release too many titles.
We have to
Either
sit
way.
here
Was
and
that
read
the
off
last
lists.
game? Was that a prequel? I can't remember. I mean, I haven't played a Batman game since it had the Penguin in.
Good lord.
The penguins in a few
Yeah, I
of the
know.
recent ones, but it's called they use his
Cobblepot.
proper name, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah, mate.
Next game I'm looking forward to as well.
Dying Light.
Yes. That's basically Dead Rising, but a free running game, so Dead Rising mixed with Mirror's Edge.
Oh, well there you go. That might work. Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
I'm
But I'm
guessing
looking forward
that's...
to this. It's kind of
good.
it's a bridge between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Oh, well, there you go.
You play as a almost like the Aragorn character, but with wraith abilities and things.
Ooh.
Oh,
Sounds cool.
well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, there you've sold it to me. Mortal Kombat 10 or X, Mortal Kombat X 10.
Yes.
That game
Yeah.
looks savage.
That game is going to be
Button
amazing.
smashing.
Yeah, boy. I want to see how the story goes. Yeah, I know, it's like watching porn to see if they get married at the end. No, Mortal Kombat 10. I want to know the story because I played a lot of the last one with heavy story and Raiden, Protector of Earth and all that shit, and going back in time, or not really going back in time. I don't really know what happened. Was it back in time, or was it just a vision of the future?
All I remember is that I spent 4 days on the last boss.
Yeah,
Crying.
yeah, so much hate for that guy, but I want to see where the story goes. It'll be quite interesting. And then, of course, you got The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and while I've never played a Witcher game in my life, I think I could quite easily get into the Witcher series. It looks
It does
awesome.
look pretty.
It does look very, very good.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
It
Not my
reminds
cup of
me
tea.
of like Elder Scrolls to some degree.
It reminds me of the Hunt.
Watching the trailer, I was like, "That's very, very Elder Scrolls-esque," but it's got a lot of new elements to it. I like it. I like the look of it.
And you play the role of Geralt the Witcher, who is a pre-built character, basically, so there are some more differences. Yeah, it looks like a really good game.
And that really is the list.
That really is the list now. We're done. No more games. You can relax now. Everything's sweet.
Oh.
So who wants to kick off Gamers Rage then?
No, there's one other game that's coming out on the Wii U. Is a Splatoon. It actually looks kind of cool. Did anyone else play
Splatoon? Isn't that thing that you spit in?
Splatoon?
Oh,
A combination of that and Splatoon. Like you run around with a paint gun basically, and the idea is not to kill people, but to control territory by coating everything in paint, sort of like a massive vandalism thing. And you can also play as a morphing squid that can swim in your own paint, and it looks kind of cool. It's the sort of thing. It's not the sort of thing you do a let's play of, but you definitely invite a few of your mates around and arsehole and play it until one of you hits each other.
It does look really crazy looking at some of the pictures. Like, just how much gunk you get everywhere.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Looks like Super Mario Sunshine in reverse.
Yeah, pretty much. It's sort of like vandalism.
And we can all get behind vandalism.
And that is an actual quote from the creator at E3. It's kind of like vandalism.
Nice, nice. So, Gamers Rage. Nux, seeing as we've stifled you talking, why don't you have first go of it?
You want me to do? You want me to do Gamers Rage?
Yes, you kick it
He's
off.
just
go
had
on.
his rage over that Sonic.
You want me to do Gamers Rage? I'll tell you what my Gamers Rage
Is it me? Am I your Gamers Rage?
It's officially started. I've already broken. No. Fallout 4 wasn't announced at E3. Oh my god, Bethesda, what the fuck are you thinking? Or Obsidian, or whoever's running the show over there anymore. Fallout 4, we want it. We need it. Where are you?
That's like saying, where is Half-Life 3? Where is Portal 3? Where is Left 4 Dead 3?
No.
It is. It's a game you want. Everyone else
Everybody's
wants it.
come to expect this from Valve. Everybody's come to expect that, like, they'll pump out 2 games, and then the trilogy, the last one in the trilogy, it always takes forever. And in fact, I don't think Valve has ever released a 3rd game in the set. So we've kind of come to expect that from Valve, do you know what I mean? But Obsidian, with the release of Skyrim, what the fuck have they been working on since Skyrim? For fuck's sake, do you know what I mean? Since the lot, and I don't even know if it was the same team. The team that did Fallout might have got like, what's the word? Assimilated into the Skyrim team, but at the same time there would have been some people left over to start work on the new Fallout, and I'm hoping in the new Fallout it's either based in Chicago or Detroit, and you end up there in some kind of vehicle, like you get robbed or whatever, and you have to find a way out of the wasteland that you're in. So you've got like a vehicle that you're trying to fix and build back up, but instead of like, you go into the wasteland and you get caught up in all the tribes and everything who are vying for control of the area, and you can help them out or screw them over, whatever. And in some of the vaults, you go into the vaults and it will be like, oh, I need that alternator to power my car, but if I take the alternator, all these people in this vault are going to die because of there's no electricity, basically. They'll have to move on, and they'll probably get killed out in the waste by raiders or whatever. Alright, so you've got to make all these real moral decisions. But on the flip side of that, if you don't prepare your car enough, so say there was like the Mass Effect 2 thing, where you could pretty much go to the end of the game straight away, but you'd be terribly underprepared and you probably wouldn't make it. If you did the same thing with Fallout 4, in that you prepare your vehicle up to a certain point, and if you do a fantastic job, then you go to the next area or the DLC or whatever, and you've got enough petrol or weapons and protection on board to get through and that. But if you haven't prepared enough, you get killed by raiders or something on the way out or whatever. So, like, your ending slide makes sense depending on how well you prepared your vehicle. And if you just abandoned the vehicle entirely and just stayed as part of the tribes and assimilated into the tribes, it would be up to you to make, like, territorial decisions and things like that. Like, what I really want is a Fallout game where you can see the effect you're having on the wasteland. Do you know what I mean? Like, Fallout 3 kind of nailed it with the broken steel water dispersion thing. Like, you could sort of see that the wasteland kind of improved a little bit here and there, but at the same time in Fallout New Vegas you end and you did the Battle of Hoover Dam, and then that was the end of the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, the Battle of Hoover Dam, last slide, and then there was a few bits after that, but you couldn't really see what change that had on the wasteland apart from a few ending slides read out by Ron Perlman. So I really want them to knock it out of the park with Fallout 4, and that's just, I'm a bit angry that they've taken this long to announce it, and they probably will announce it at QuakeCon, and I'm probably making a big fuss about nothing, but at the same time I was really hoping that, you know, the biggest gaming event of the year would be where they announce the next biggest title of the year.
So was that a presentation or was that Rage?
Bloody hell.
It's like a game idea, to be honest.
You may continue.
It was something I was thinking about Fallout 4, right? In Fallout 3, you've provided clean water and trees to everybody. Why does it have to stay in America? America can't be the only place on the planet that got fucked over by the war.
Okay, so in Fallout 3, who ran Tenpenny Towers? It was a dude with a British accent.
Yeah,
so we can only assume that England survived somehow, or people in England survived. So there is... I don't know, though, because the reason Fallout's hosted in America is because of the 1950s sort of divergence point. You know, like, they're very focused on atomic power and things like that, whereas in our generation we discovered microchips and things like that, and then the Great War happened in 2077, and it all sort of froze at that time, pretty much. With all their power, their cars being run on nuclear and what have you. But Yeah, I think it needs to stay in America, as much as it pains me to say that, because I would absolutely love a Fallout in, like, London, do you know what I mean?
And a post-apocalyptic
No, I've got it.
Post-apocalyptic Canvey Island.
Fallout 4 needs to be a Welsh bloke running around Wales, repopulating it with sheep.
Just running around. Well, this is boring, boyo.
It's absolutely fuck all to do because everyone else is dead. He's just trying to get loads of sheep.
Nothing's fucking happening. It's just fields.
That's called Sheep Simulator 2015. Available
God,
next
could you
year.
imagine a Fallout game with fields? That's basically unheard of. But yeah,
See,
I think,
for me,
yeah.
the reason I don't think they would have announced it at E3 is because of the amount of games going there. They didn't want their announcement to get lost.
Mate, the Fallout 4 announcement would have been the biggest one. It would have overshadowed everything else. 100%. Like, when I was looking at the chat on E3, at the E3 live coverage on the IGN site, everyone, whenever the lights went down, they were like, and the guy walked off stage and he was like, we've got something very special to announce to you, and the whole thing went dark. Everyone in the chat was like, Fallout 4, Fallout 4, Fallout 4, and then it didn't happen, and they were all like, rah, rah, rah. So, trust me, if Fallout 4 had been announced at E3, the roof would have come down 120%. And you know what? They didn't even need to do anything. All they needed to do, fade in from black, a 4 in Fallout style text comes to the forward of the screen, and Ron Perlman, all he's got to say is war never changes. Would have taken 5 fucking seconds. They didn't even need to do any work, and people would have known. Do you know what I mean?
Have you
Wouldn't have even
considered?
needed any details.
Have you considered they don't want to do Fallout 4?
Yeah, well, fuck them.
Yeah, no, that's not an option. They have to do Fallout 4.
They don't have to do Fallout 4.
They
They don't want to. They don't have
No.
to.
They bought the trademark to Fallout. They're not gonna, do you know what I mean? After the popularity of the last two, they're not just gonna sit on that. No way at all.
People do it all the time. Despite how many people want like Half-Life 3, want Beyond Good and Evil 2, Mirror's Edge 2 took a hell of a long time to come out as well. It's all who wants what, but it's not going to happen. If they don't want it to, they're not going to make it.
I believe Mirror's Edge popularity was due in part to the fact that it was shipped with Xboxes.
Was it?
I personally think, because there was a point in time where you could get an Xbox with Mirror's Edge. So
You can get a game. You can get any game with any Xbox at any time, though.
Well, now you can, but back in the day they were like bundle packs, weren't they? And Quake 4 came alongside it, I'm pretty sure, as well.
Okay, but then you got like Duke Nukem. How long did we want a sequel for that? You know.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bit poo.
So maybe they don't want to live up to the hype until they're actually 100% sure. Yeah, we've got a winner here. We've got the best script we could possibly have. So they don't want to announce something.
I think Duke Nukem's a sort of one-off example. To be fair, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like,
no one wants to be the next one.
We waited quite long for a Wolfenstein sequel to the original one, and the one we got is pretty fantastic. Do you know what I mean? So if they are just biding their time, if they want to make a perfect game, I understand the whole a rushed game is never good, but a game that's taken its time.
Sonic 2006.
Say again?
Sonic
Yeah, that game was rushed.
And 6.
Yeah, that game was rushed. So, yeah, I suppose if they rush it, then it'll be shit. But then, really, what do they have to improve on? All they've really got to do is put the assets from Fallout into the Skyrim engine and then update it from there. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty much, and work out the land and the missions and things like that. So really, they've got the system down. All the engines are there and ready and working. It's just building the game itself. So if that is the stage they're at, if they are building the game, then they should have really announced it at E3.
Well, I still don't agree, but fair enough. Each to their own, you know? I think they would rather wait for their own little announcement and just announce it just for their dedicated fans, but I can kind of see where you're coming from. That would have blown it out.
It would have absolutely wrecked E3, I swear to God.
I did hear Kingdom Hearts 3 got quite a big reception as well.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, people went mad for that shit. That's
been 12 years since the first one came out, so...
Oh, really?
Yep.
Come on then, I can't sit on my fucking soapbox all afternoon.
My
Oh, you
roast
could.
then is
Oh,
going
I'm
to
not.
be...
Yeah, you totally could.
He has done. He started 4 hours
Right.
ago. Editing.
Right, yeah. Next project on the video is going to be me doing some DIY in the garage where I install a chair onto my soapbox.
But for me, the thing that's really pissing me off lately is all the bloody prequels we keep getting. It's like, oh, you've got Dark Knight, Batman prequel, you got Borderlands prequel, you got so many other prequels which will have pictures of them all. Like Gears of War, they had a prequel, and they've all got advanced stuff that wasn't in the previous game. So it's like, this doesn't make any sense. You've just gone back and ruined everything.
Oh, I see what you mean. So technological advances in prequels that don't make much sense.
Yeah, or just being completely different characters to what it is, or something like that. It's just like, no, you've got a franchise, you either sell that franchise, don't go back and start it over again unless you actually are starting it over again. Like the Spider-Man franchise, that got started over again, and that's been improved. But,
to be fair, I think the Tomb Raider reboot was pretty good as well.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider reboot was pretty good, but now they're starting to release one every other year or so.
Yeah, don't milk the fuck out of it. Like, do your remake and then go back to doing what you know how to do, basically. Like, or do another franchise. Fair. I know I've just had this big old rant about Fallout, but some games are sometimes best left dead. You know what I mean?
So you hear that, Bethesda? He doesn't want Fallout 4.
I would love Fallout 4. And like, I don't know, Crisis 3, for example. Is the Crisis series over? Should Crytek now go and focus on another game series that they pour equal amounts of things in? Like Bungie. Bungie have almost known when to call it because they've gone off and done Destiny now. They've
and Halo
put their
5
eggs in another basket. Well, yeah, fair enough. They are slowly coming. They're slow. See, but that's also the other thing. They're releasing the game in HD and that kind of thing. Re-releasing the old games in Super HD or whatever, and things like that. So I don't know. They're not really milking Halo. I don't know. ODST was a bit milking it, and the other one that they did.
Final Fantasy is milking it. I think Final Fantasy is certainly milking it, as they've got 15 coming out soon as well, a couple of years' time.
No, they haven't. They haven't got it coming out. That's going to be my rage. Give me a minute.
Oh,
Right,
so let's segue into that, because I think that's pretty much done, unless anyone else has anything to add to it.
Yeah. No.
Excellent. Segue.
Yes. Final Fantasy 15 was announced this year at Thailand Comic Con. And the thing that annoys me about Final Fantasy games is that they always get released about 4 years before they always get announced about 4 years before they're actually released. So you end up sitting there in anticipation of this game that looked amazing 4 years ago, but by the time it comes out, it looks nothing like it was in the trailer. It has no gameplay like it was in the trailer, and all those aspirations you had towards it are completely shattered. So stop giving us these teaser trailers that are going to be 4 years before the game's actually released, and just give us a trailer of a decent bit of gameplay footage 6 months before the bastard thing's released, alright?
I completely agree with that.
Sorry.
That's what happened with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Final Fantasy have got so many games coming out at the moment anyway. They've got all the Final Fantasy originals that are coming out on PC. They've got Theatre Rhythm, which is like a dance game for
Theatre Rhythm.
Final Fantasy.
That's a sick game.
Pants.
Huh? It's not something I'd spend more than a tenner on buying, but if you've got nothing to do for like half an hour on a DS, it's a good laugh.
Yeah, it's pants.
It's not a game that's bad. It's a game that you're bad at. Like Amped.
Yes.
You don't suck. The game doesn't suck. You do.
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah. Doesn't suck. You do.
And they're bringing out these MMOs as well. Like they brought out obviously Final Fantasy 11, which I never played because you had to subscribe to it. And then they brought out Final Fantasy 14, and you have to subscribe to that too. And I've been waiting for a decent Final Fantasy game for ages because the 13 saga has gone on a bit too long, and I didn't like the gameplay, so I just never touched that after the first one. But with 14, it's like I'm not going to pay a rolling subscription for a game that to me should be a one-player long RPG story, basically. It's not World of Bloody Warcraft, you know.
Yeah, for me,
It's
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy, it's not World of
14
Warcraft.
was World of Warcraft. That's all Final Fantasy 14 was, because I played that, and it had nothing like Final Fantasy to it.
Yeah, I bought I did buy membership for the first 3 months, I think it was, and after the 3 months, I've not gone back to it.
It just wasn't worth it, I don't think.
No.
Spend
yeah.
your money on Eve!
Yeah. But
No!
in time, hopefully, maybe, possibly, when
Eve
this
is amazing.
bloody game does eventually come out, hopefully, maybe, Final Fantasy 15 might have actually taken a step in the right direction.
Yeah, but Square Enix always do that, though. They always announce like little teasers of stuff and then never actually get round to releasing it till years later.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've
That's what
hinted at a
people
Final
don't
Fantasy VII remake for how many years?
I'm
They've
gonna be
hinted
doing
at
a-
it.
I'm going to be doing a HD remake of Final Fantasy VII, so look forward to that. It's the closest you'll ever get to a real HD remake of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII, anyway. It's a completely modded version of 7.
Yeah,
Look
but I
forward
mean,
to that.
how long's that been announced for? Square Enix, they like to tease people and see how good the reaction is, and based on that, they'll decide whether or not they want to make it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what
I'm
they
re-
do.
Really sorry, but this bag of cookies has been staring at me all night.
Well, we've only got 2 more bits to do. You can wait a little longer. We've only got Fatboy's Gamer's Rage to do. So, Mr. Fatboy,
Yeah,
what
come
do
on.
you find annoying in games?
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Oh.
The free games that you get with the gold subscription on Xbox or PlayStation Plus are getting steadily shiter, but that's about it. And I can't stay mad at them because they give me free games.
Dark Souls
you
was
can't-
very
Like,
recently released on it.
It's like getting mad at the job seekers, you know. It's like, oh, why aren't you giving me my free money that I didn't work for?
See, for me, games with gold on Xbox is kind of hit and miss. I mean, the last one we just got, I'm actually playing at the moment, which is Charlie Murder or something like that. But before that, they gave you Dark Souls, which is my definite favourite game of the modern era.
NBA 14 was one of the most recent games we got on Plus.
Really? Ooh.
No.
Maybe PlayStation need to pick their game up then.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyone else to add on that?
Huh?
Then all that's
I
left
haven't
is
got. I
the-
have neither of these consoles, so I don't get to enjoy the free games that they used to buy their customers with.
That's why you like the Pirate
associate
Bay.
their customers with. Oh God, what's he said?
Who?
Shots fired.
Shots fired, indeed, bro. Shots fired all over the place.
Fair enough.
Well, I think it's time to take another break, isn't it?
We can do, or we can just
And
wrap
then
it up.
after
It's up
this
to
is
you.
the highlight. Oh, we can wrap it up now if you want. We can do the highlight reel wrap up. Round
No,
up.
no,
whatever you
we'll
wanna call
take
it.
a break if you like, sir.
Yeah, we'll take a break. I'm fucking starving.
Oh,
You can eat
okay.
your cookies
Needs a
then.
break every 15 minutes, doesn't he?
This guy.
Alright then. We will reconvene shortly.
Where on earth breaks mean old man doing something to me? Now we have these who hit like bloody trucks. And now the little mushies get brave. Oh! Because they got big mushies to help them. Although the big mushies aren't that much of a help to them. Ow! Because the little mushies are already dead. But see what I mean? They hit very, very hard. Oh, it's like he's got a giant penis. Look at that! Mushroom penis!
Welcome back to the final part of the Ultimate Super Mega Return of the Chaos Nova Podcast E3 Battle Edition EX Plus Alpha Remix.
Electric Boogaloo!
I'm trying some little bits on the end there. Remix, for example. Right, we're back. We're here to do the highlight reels. We're here to talk about the lovely, lovely stuff that was posted up during the breaks. You just saw, actually. What? I imagine you just saw Matt the Geek's Mushroom. Frenzy.
Mushroom, mushroom.
Yeah.
Mushroom.
That was fucking hilarious.
I didn't expect it to happen, but that's what happens when you have ragdoll physics in a game like that.
Mm-hmm.
Giant floppy mushroom penises.
X-rated Dark Souls. Everyone loves a bit of X-rated Dark Souls.
Dark Souls after.
So yeah, that was pretty funny.
Not as
Just a
funny.
glitch in the game, I guess. You just killed the little one and the big one walked over him and
Oh yeah.
it all just sort of descended into chaos from there.
It all went down to my imagination.
Yeah.
I will say it's
Peacemaker,
not
what
as funny as hearing Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, your clip was from waking up, was it not?
Yes, thanks, Vex.
He woke up and died immediately.
You
Yeah.
groused about,
That
Vex.
is just a slight hint into... That was the first 5 seconds of the game, right? Of the episode. So that'll give you an idea of how well we are doing on waking up.
Oh. All about they creepers, bro.
It's not just the creepers, it's the bloody silverfish as well. You're trying to get out of a creeper hole, and there's 2 high walls all around you, so you dig out a block so you can step up, and a silverfish spawns. You've got 1 heart of health, and he's like, well, that's fucked me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Either
You're
that
a
or
fan of the
something
silverfish.
triggers a huge amount of explosions.
Oh, yeah, it's all about the explosions, man.
Just
Well, it
take
could be
those
worse.
rooms out, man.
What if we go over here and try to take this TNT from the sea? Oh no, fuck, run away!
This
That's
tree
pretty
needs
much
cutting down.
waking
Oh,
up in a
no.
nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're gonna die. Oh shit, we died. Okay. But
Regroup.
you're
Oh,
slowly
God, I just
progressing.
died again.
You are slightly progressing. I've got a massive amount of respect for you because you are sticking with it, so...
Yeah, we're getting through it. Just
There you go.
Me and Puds aren't really friends now.
Oh, well there you go.
It's like travelling to the
Aw.
North Pole.
You're
I
like travelling
wouldn't
to the
know.
North Pole.
I watched Top Gear.
And unless we put something in from Fatboy, I don't know.
I don't know what this bit is.
Oh, this bit is basically, right, between the breaks, we break the show up by putting in clips from recent Let's Plays that we've done that are funny, and then we talk about them in this section.
Well, I'm fucked then, aren't I?
But
And then
yeah,
Look at all my
speaking of
glorious
being,
Let's Plays.
speaking
To be
of being
fair, they
fucked.
were all in the TeamSpeak chat when you joined.
Yes.
They were all there to be gandered at and looked at and loved and cherished and fondled and tickled and touched and poked.
And
And
you ruined
stop.
the segue. And he ruined the segue.
We haven't really, because in my clip, Puds poked a fucking pigman and all chaos broke out. It was just, oh.
What was it
Oh.
you said? You were given 1 job.
Yeah, Puds, you had one job. One job, bro. And that was it. All you had to do was not punch a pigman. What did you do? You punched a pigman. Not only did you die, but my man Rue died too. That's not acceptable, and trust, the family are coming for you.
Yay!
It's official. The family. You're on their list, bro.
Can
I did
MTG
notice
help?
in that video, actually, you said, oh, this is Rue, he's a friend of the family's. And I was
Yeah,
like,
mate.
you mean he's your brother's friend?
No.
So that's a good description of right, isn't it? My brother's friend will sort you out. You
He
gotta watch
is.
him.
He is a member. Well, he's a de facto member of the family. If anyone picks on Rue, we're coming for you.
De facto is a term for anybody that Nux decides to look after.
Yeah, and we're looking after Rue. Better not mess up, people. We're warning you, Chaos Crafters.
You
I'm
can't
telling
have a
him.
guy, Mr.
He's very
Tibbles.
friendly.
Mr. Tibbles is a de facto member of the family.
You leave Mr.
Stop
Tibbles out of
using
this.
de facto.
I think we've
But yeah,
defected
no,
from the situation.
What was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, Rue's like EG. He's like a builder on the Chaos Craft server. He doesn't really like getting involved in all the shit that we have to fling about amongst ourselves. So, yeah, it's probably best to just let him get on with what he's doing and then reap the rewards of the space ship museum. I think what we're going to do is we might try and combine the 2 areas. So there's a teleporter because what we worked out is there's a teleporter at Chaos City and there's a teleporter at New Haven. If we work it out so that there's like a space teleporter from the space station in one of the ships or whatever, and it takes you to the spaceship museum, then maybe we'll work on something. I don't know. It sounds a bit like cheating to me. We don't like cheaters.
Copy and paste the ship so it looks like you travelled there.
Yeah, that could be a good
Copy and paste,
another good
obviously,
idea.
build it legitimately.
Like build it,
You get
yeah,
what I mean?
obviously. DR's like load it into Schematica. So yeah, that was it. That's the ultimate super mega return of the Chaos Nova podcast E3 Battle Edition EX Plus Alpha Remix.
Look, Truck Burger
He's going to be
alert.
saying that in his
Electric burglar. These final discussions, like, I probably shouldn't introduce every section as we've got it written down on the thing, but yeah, final discussions, go.
We're good at
Everybody
segues.
discuss the finals.
Finals.
England lost.
Probably.
Surprise! Surprise!
Other football teams are available.
Yeah, if you're watching the repeat of this podcast on Dave, then we lost.
I'm surprised we made it to Dave. This must have been going for a fucking long time.
Yeah, boy, we actually made it, mate.
Yay!
Original.
If you're not
God,
watching
it's
this on
only-
Dave, get on
Granted, it's
Dave.
only at 3 in the morning, you know, it's not great, but
We're still on Dave.
Granted, this is the only clip we have of it.
But yeah, no, it's been fun. I've enjoyed the podcast. Oh my good god.
I
I've
hate
enjoyed
every
doing
single
the
one of
podcast.
you.
Yeah, mate.
You can expect
Do
this
you
to
think
be
you're
up
going to stick
in about a
around,
month.
Fatboy and Peace? Do you think you're going to become permanent hosts of the show with me and MTG?
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I
Yeah?
could do with this.
Oh, excellent. Fatboy, what about you?
I've got nothing on.
Well, there we go.
I've got nothing better, so I guess so.
Well, we might have a couple of guests lined up next week. I don't want to spoil anything, but
Chuck
I will
Norris.
say that a couple of people have agreed to help
Next
us
week.
out. So
Yay!
next month, sorry. Yeah, next
Dog,
month.
dog.
I'm doing this in a week.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But no, we might have some special guests lined up. One of which hopefully is Rue. I can slightly spoil that one for you. Hopefully we're going to get Rue, the guy who's building
Well,
the.
that's completely spoiling it.
Well, yeah, it is a little bit. But Rue's been with us for a long.
Hello?
There's a second person joining us as well, though, who I'm not going to reveal.
name
So
is?
that. Yeah, whose name is da-da-da-da. But yeah, no.
That's a weird name.
Da-da.
Is his full name hate crimes?
No,
I
that's
will give you a hint, though. It will be the first female guest we have on the podcast.
That means I know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
The voice actory
Sin?
one.
Say again.
Is it the voice actory one?
Who, Jesdamel?
Yes.
No, unfortunately, it's
Then it's
Jesdamel.
the other
No,
one.
Jesdamel would be an excellent guest, along
So
with Metal
it's-
Canyon.
so
I think
it's
they
Sin.
both make. Hey, if you make YouTube videos and you're watching this podcast and you want to get in on the action on the Chaos Nova podcast, feel free to message us. And yeah, like Chris is about to say, you truly have nothing better to do with your life. Like, might be best to reevaluate than joining us on this terrible show that we host whenever we feel like it.
If you're
But
wondering
yeah, no,
how
it's
to
been
get
fun.
the perfect...
Go on.
If you're wondering how to get the perfect mulch for your azaleas, then you're mental.
Yeah, it's been fun. Hopefully, so yeah. Next time we're here, we'll have some guests. Brew can hopefully talk us through his ideas for the Rejected Timber. He was one of the original members of Chaos Nova. Without him, Chaos Nova wouldn't really have been the forum because he took a chance on us, man, and he came back and he started writing stories, and then bang, that was it. It all just took off again, and Chaos Nova was reborn, and so yeah, without him, this would be
Like
very
a
different.
Christian.
I feel. Yeah, exactly. We're born again Chaos Novians.
Like a Twinkie. Like a Twinkie.
It used to be spacechaos.darkbb.com.
I'm good at the
Chaos
spiel.
Nova.
I'm good at the spiel and the naming of the website.
Website. Oh, also, talking about the spiel, we haven't told everyone how much we raised for Quakeathon. We raised
No.
like £325 for Child's Play charity, guys. How amazing is that? I know we had
Ladies,
about.
form a queue.
I know we had about 6, 7, 8, 9 months to let it all sink in. But yeah, basically we raised a shitload of money for Child's Play charity, and we hope that all the books, games, and toys that Chaos Nova funded for those weans who are in
Those
hospital,
3 people that they can
those
afford.
3 people who get a Nintendo DS now, or maybe even a Nintendo DS off eBay, 20 quid.
Or
Send them to
Uh,
the Samaritans and buy them all 50-year-old books. You
Yeah,
could get the entire population of Great Ormond Street Hospital a book.
I might send Split Personality to the Child's Play charity.
Nuts,
Yeah,
they're
right.
already suffering. Don't make it worse for them.
No, big shout out for the book,
You've
though.
no
It
idea
was
how
really
long
Yeah.
I've waited to
well-written
use that.
book, deserves the credit.
Thank you, Peacemaker. Thank you, sir.
You've
I'm
no-
glad you appreciate it.
I bought it, but you've no idea how long I've waited to say that.
The idea behind the reviews, we was going to do this whole thing with the reviews. So on the next Chaos Nova book that comes out, Chris is going to do one that's like, "Oh, this is utter shit, 5 stars." Do you know what I mean?
5 stars.
So, yeah. So I would
Self-abasing
prefer. It was stupid stuff like I would prefer blindness over having to read this book. 5 stars. Do you know what I mean?
The
Like,
literary
stupid shit
equivalent of dysentery, 5 stars.
like that's not the stuff. Yeah. So when Shell Shock comes out, he's going to give it a terrible review, but then plaster 5 stars on the end of it. Hopefully.
Self-abasing, godless tripe, 5 stars.
But on that
I
note,
think
I think it may be time to end.
We love
that
you
right?
all, you beautiful people who have joined us all the way to the end. You're amazing. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how we do it, to be honest with you.
Much the same way we do.
By
Heavenly
taking
Ghost
breaks and eating
on,
cookies.
Yeah, it's all about day cookies, man. Don't mess with the cookies. We love you, you beautiful fucking people. How could you do it? How could you sit here and listen to us waffle on for 2 bloody hours? You're amazing. Thank you so
Even trying
much.
to wrap up the podcast, we struggle and jabber on for even longer.
Yeah.
Blame Nux.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
that
they
ADHD
deserve
stuff.
our thanks, man. I deserve thanks. I deserve a fucking plaque for sitting through this. I've enjoyed it, but someone fucking make an engraving on a bench in the park somewhere. I've earned
You
my
are
keep.
not Rick Mail. You do not deserve that.
Well, yeah, okay, Rick Mail's bench comes first. But I want one a close second, and then everyone who's listened to this podcast or partaken in this podcast a close third, because you're all amazing. Anyway, we will catch you on the next one.
Yes?
Say again. Breathing isn't
You know
necessary.
breathing is necessary, yes?
You don't need oxygen, you're the king! And on that note, I think
on
it's
that
time for everyone to
bombshell,
say goodbye.
it's time to
on
end.
that bombshell, it's time to end. Say goodbye, everyone!
See you later, guys.
Bye!
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hate crime.
Goodbye. You're a bastard.